wearing their white helmets, white jerseys, navy pants, kicking from right to left where we are. So they've got their backs to the south side of the stadium here at Ooltewah High School.
Yeah, and Ooltewah's rocking the silver helmets with the red on red tonight, kind of giving some Ohio State vibes.
Yeah, so Ooltewah is an Under Armour school, so the jerseys, the uniforms remind me, it's a little Wisconsin feel.
Okay.
But then you've got the Buckeye silver dome. Our guy, Jim Gum, would appreciate these helmets from Ooltewah.
He would. So we're set to kick. That's going to be the end of our pregame show. Number 82, Chris, is it Malik? Did we get a
Malik.
Confirmation? So Malik's kick is up. It's going to float down to the 15-yard line where they're taking it to the 20. He has tripped up a great tackle there. I'm going to try to get a number for us by number 8. I think, was that Cunningham?
Yeah, that was number 8, Kason Cunningham. Great coverage there by Cunningham.
Great job by the running back getting down there and making a good tackle.
The multi-talented Kason Cunningham.
Absolutely.
Ball carrier, pass catcher, and special teams pursuit man.
So Ooltewah is coming out on offense. Currently, they have a 2 wide receiver set, 1 to each side. I'm trying to get a number on the quarterback here. Is that number 1, I believe?
Yes, that is. So the quarterback is Luke Wood. He's a sophomore, and this is a kid that Coach Matt Moody and Ooltewah, they're very excited about the future with Wood at quarterback.
And then they've got Caden Douglas at running back, the 1-2 punch. So you got 1 at quarterback and number 2 at the running back there for the Ooltewah Owls. Looks like they're waiting on some kind of official thing to start. Officials are still standing over the ball.
We'll get this thing going here sooner or later. I believe what they're doing is trying to get the clock set and ready to go, because there was some rolling clock. It's still showing 12 minutes, which is the start of the quarter. So a few seconds would have to be rolled off there. So I'm imagining they're having a little communication problem between the controller up here and the actual clock.
Yeah. Well, how was your day?
It's pretty good. Got a little energy drink in my system. You know me, Mason. I'm not a big energy drink guy. I'm usually a straight coffee guy if I need some caffeine. But
so we're set to play here. Luke Wood at quarterback. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to Douglas. Douglas is going to go out to the left side. He is tackled by number 9 of the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was C.T. Gunter for the Mustangs at corner, coming over and making the tackle. But yeah, so what I was saying is, anytime I'm doing a broadcast with you, you usually lull me to sleep, so I had to drink a little bit of an energy drink.
Here. I'm always the one. I bring the energy around here.
11:30 to go. Clock's rolling here. Ooltewah, second down, and let's call it about 7.
Ball snap, going to be handed off to Douglas up the middle. The Mustangs do a good job of shoving up those holes. It's going to be about a gain of 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
A good pursuit by that Mustang defense. Eli Robinson, number 47 for the Mustangs, right in the middle of things, playing a little defensive tackle. Listen, I had a really good conversation today with Zane Smith, teacher, former Walker Valley wrestler, teacher at Walker Valley High School, and we're talking about the evolution of football, specifically high school football, and it's so neat to see all the capabilities offensively and how the game has changed. Like I was kind of telling him stuff pre-98 before he was born about how the game was very kind of cut and dry. Go ahead and get the call on this one, Jeff.
Yeah, so they go to RPO, wasn't there, quarterback keeper. That's going to bring up 4th down as he gets a gain of about 1. So that's going to bring up 4th and 3.
But we're seeing from Ooltewah right now some of the stuff that we were talking about, that I was talking about with Zane, about just having the option, the way they use RPOs now, and even at this, especially at this level, the high school level, it's really neat to see how capable and talented these athletes are.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it on the show this week, how Steve Spurrier down in Florida kind of...
And what show was that?
ESPN The Drive from 5 to 6.
That's right.
But how he kind of came in and shook the game up, airing it around. So the Cleveland Utilities power punt is up. It's going to sail out of bounds. Let's see where they mark this. It landed about the 35-yard line. He's going to mark it all the way up to the 39, where the Mustang offense will take over.
Yeah, pretty good spot there. Favorable spot for the Owls. So as you said, Jacob, the Mustangs are taking over in their own territory at the 39-yard line with 9:50 to go here in the first quarter.
So looking at Ooltewah's defensive front, it looks like they're running a 3-3 stack, which means they've got 3 down linemen and 3 linebackers, and they're going to try to add some pieces to the secondary to stop this air attack. Ball is handed off up the middle. Cunningham is going to break it loose. He's all the way already for another Bradley Concrete Lamb Con ready mix. First down to start the night off.
Listen, Kason Cunningham right there running between the tackles, showing just how explosive he can be. Once again, the first quarter is sponsored by Cleveland Ford. And the Mustangs are out and running, speaking of Cleveland Ford.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mustangs going to kind of slow their pace down here, kind of control the clock. They're going to come in a twin set to the home side. Ball is snapped. Going to scroll out, looking. He airs it out. He's got his man Boyd tipped, nearly caught. Tipped by the Ooltewah.
Yeah, that was
defender.
Jay Horn, number 8, the corner for Ooltewah, who got a hand on it and intended for our guy number 1, Sawyer Boyd, who nearly had a second chance effort at that football.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of, you remember the Brock Bowers pass at Florida where the Florida defender tipped it, and then Brock Bowers.
Everything's Georgia football with this guy.
That's what I watch. That's what I watch.
9:19 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Mustangs second down and 10 just across the 50 at the Ooltewah 48-yard line.
So Stevens in the shotgun, going to bring a man in motion. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff up the gut. Cunningham has about 2 yards to run, and then he is tackled. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Ball is going to be marked at the 46-yard line.
Can we talk about, just look at that visiting section right now. What a great turnout. Given the circumstances, the Walker Valley fans did a great job getting here early. Again, if you're listening to us and still on your way, plenty of time to get in, but you do have to go through some different protocol at the gate upon entry.
So empty set here for the Mustangs. That means they're going to have 5 wide receivers out on the field. I do not see Yulo out there, so I'm thinking that means that he may be used in a reserved fashion. Ball is snapped. Stevens throws across the middle. He's got Boyd, but he's going to be tackled after a gain of about 5. It's going to be an interesting decision time. I think you got to go here. You're not really going to punt it and pin them back.
You're in no man's land right here. It's way too far to kick a field goal. And as you said, you could pooch punt, but I feel like that's a really conservative approach to it. And with this Walker Valley offense, we've got 5 wide receivers. We go hard count by Chase Stevens, no biters, as he looks over to Coach Akins to get the play call.
Well, that's already signs of Coach Moody. That's one thing I feel like Ooltewah did a couple years ago was fall for that, and they've came in prepared. Stevens going to throw the same route. He's going to get a first down and a little bit more.
Yeah, that was number 17, Caleb Ayers, on the reception. Kind of the guy that's under the radar, not really accounted for, coming across on a crossing route, picks up enough for the Bradley Concrete Lamb Con Ready Mix first down. Mustangs all the way down to the Ooltewah 30-yard line.
So they're going to go trips to the away side, single receiver to the home. Got a hard count biter there. So I guess I kind of jinxed that one. Trying to bring pressure off the edge, Ooltewah was. And
well, I'm okay. Keep jinxing them. If that's how that goes, you're more than welcome to.
So offsides, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That'll make it 1st and 5 from the 25-yard line as we approach the key of Cleveland drive zone.
So I do want to throw some props to Ooltewah. We saw that crossing route by Sawyer Boyd a couple plays ago. That's one thing that Coach Akins talked about in our film session this week and last week, how they're able to kind of sneak Sawyer and his speed underneath there. Ooltewah did a great job accounting for him.
Ball snap, going to be thrown out. It's a little screen pass to the outside. You're going to lose a yard there. Pass was caught by number 7 of the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's Joseph Arnett. Seeing Chase Stevens really spread the football around to some different guys today early in this one with 7:23 to go in the first quarter.
Something that you can look at this Ooltewah team and tell is they have athletes. They've got 3 big old boys up front there playing defensive line, but then you look into the secondary and kind of doing a good job matching up with the Mustangs thus far in the first quarter.
So far, good open field tackling by the Owls.
So hard count, no biters. You've got probably, let's call it was a loss of 2, so 2nd and 7 here. Shotgun, Stevens snaps. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Cunningham does a great job of getting what was given to him. Gets off that right side tackle and gets a gain of about 5.
Yeah, barely got tripped up by number 12 of the Ooltewah defense, Aiden Byram. Had he not got the ankle, there at Case and Cunningham. He might still be running.
They're going to go right back to him, and Cunningham is going to try to stretch it out. Let's see if they call this a fumble. I think they're going to call it down, trying to fight for that first down. I think he's going to get it.
So they've got the marker right at the first down.
They're going to give it to him. So we are marked at the 20, which is officially the Kia of Cleveland drive zone.
Yeah, and that is another Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down Mustangs. Case and Cunningham having an impact immediately in this game. 6:05 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think you'll see them run the ball a lot tonight. It's Ooltewah has shown they're committed to trying to stop the pass. They're dropping a lot of DBs back. They're playing with a lighter box. The Mustangs offensive line is just going to have to move those bodies. Trips to the away side, single receiver to the home. Stevens in the shotgun with Cunningham, ball snapped. It's going to be another handoff to Cunningham. He's going to follow behind his blocker and get about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, I like the success. We were talking about the size of the Ooltewah D-line. They've got 2 or 3 bodies down there, pretty large individuals.
The nose guard is big. I'm going to try to get a number on him.
Yeah, I believe that's either 93 or
63.
Okay, 63. Something 3. We'll figure it out. Mason's eyesight's apparently better than mine now.
I don't have a 63.
Yep, neither do I.
Ball snap. Stevens looking. It's going to be a toss outside to Cunningham. He's got some room to run. He's going to have enough for a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down all the way down to the 7-yard line.
So that was actually 53. He was one of the captains pregame, Gavin Hudgens, and he is 6'3", 290.
Yeah, big old boy. Big old boy.
But right now the Mustangs doing a good job running the football. As a lot of football fans like to say, run the dang ball, and the Mustangs are doing it right now.
I've got a hat that says that.
Sure do, don't you?
So, Stevens in the shotgun.
Wore that up to Knoxville last week, didn't you?
I did.
4:39 to go here in the first quarter.
I'm not allowed to talk about it, though. Remember?
That's right.
I'm not allowed to talk about the Bulldogs.
You're
Ball
fired.
snap. Stevens looking, throws, has a man wide open, and it is caught, number 32 of the Mustangs.
That's Reese Davis, our tight end.
So starting off the game like we did last week.
So I do want to say this, and I gave Jacob a hard time talking about his Bulldogs, but that, first of all, is a Reese Davis Wright Brothers construction touchdown, Walker Valley. But Jacob being the Georgia fan that he is, me being the Notre Dame fan that I am, we're big fans of the tight end position, not only as a blocker, but as a downfield pass catcher. And we've seen here in the past couple weeks, Coach Akins evolve using Reese Davis in that manner.
Extra point is up, and it is good. So Chris Malik's extra point is good. With that, we're going to send it back. Sorry, Malik. We're going to send that back to the station for a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30.
Cleveland Utilities, the local trusted provider of utility services in our community, is now offering fiber internet in its electric service territory. Experience lightning-fast symmetrical speeds for seamless streaming, gaming, and all your connectivity needs. Enjoy the best in reliability backed by local customer service you can count on. Sign up or check availability today at fiber.clevelandutilities.com or call us at 423-472-4521.
We're back on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. Hey, you gave a shout out to John Burrows, but you didn't mention Kelly Burrows, who is also listening with him, who texted me.
Listen, we know who the straw is that stirs the drink in the Burrow household. It's Kelly Burrows.
Yeah,
okay?
You do it, lady. You do it.
So 4:27 to go here in the first quarter. Mustangs up 7-0 after that touchdown reception by tight end Reese Davis. And the kickoff is up. It's going to be a short one down to about the 20 where it's going to hit and die, and it was nearly recovered by Walker Valley. The Ooltewah return man able to get on it and maybe get a couple yards. So Ooltewah will start this drive at about the 22-yard line. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care.
Dale's Heating Air for all your heating care needs. Just call Dale's. JustCallDales.com.
So the funny thing is, Jacob said, hey, can you please print these live reads off for me so I have them? And yet again, I'm having to reach around over here and hold it up for you so you can see it.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
But Tell you what.
So
me and Mason get a little rowdy every once in a while.
Wood and shotgun going to hand it off. That's going to be stopped for no gain. Walker Valley does a great job of stuffing the line there. It's going to bring up, they're going to give him a yard, 2nd and 9.
I like to give you a hard time when I can.
It's pretty often.
Now it's a daily basis, right?
I know, dude. Used to just be a Friday night thing. Now it's an everyday
Chick-fil-A,
thing.
located on Keith Street and Paul Huff Parkway. Download the Chick-fil-A app today.
Ooltewah in trip set over here to the home side. Single running back set. Wood in the shotgun. Wood looking. Ball snap. Going to be a handoff off the weak side. He's going to be tackled for about a gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was Jakith Jeter, number 10. The 5'9", 180-pound running back for Ooltewah. 3:27 to go here in the first quarter. Mustangs up 7-0.
Something that you tell that Ooltewah is doing, too, that they haven't done in years past, they have depth. They've been doing a good job of keeping guys fresh already here in this first quarter, running on and off. Your score 7-0 with 3:13 left in the first.
So Ooltewah goes hard count. Quarterback number 1, Luke Wood, making sure his offensive linemen pick up their assignment.
Ball snap. Ooltewah throws. Caught. And it's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that was Cooper Parsons, number 14, wide receiver for the Owls on that reception. And I did not see who that was that brought him down. I do believe that was C.T. Gunter once again. Actually, that was Thavin Scruggs, number 11.
Ooltewah's twins both side. Ball is not snapped. They're going to go hard count, look over. Now they're trying to slow it down, control the pace of play. 2:43 left here in the first quarter. Your Mustangs lead 7-0. Ball snap. Wood looks. RPO tries to go deep. He is going to be wrapped up and sacked by number 19. That is Miles Hawk.
Someone was in there with him trying to get a number, I believe. Let me see that. That was actually number 42 for the Mustangs, right?
That's going to Jonathan West.
Yeah, that was Jonathan West right there with them.
That's going to be a loss of about 7 yards. Oh, no, maybe even more than that. Looks to be 10. So, hard count, no biters. They're again in the twins set here. 2 receivers to each side. Wood looking over. 1:58 left here in the first.
Yeah, Ooltewah has the ball on their own 29-yard line, working from left to right, where we are here in the home press box.
Ball snap. They're going to throw it out wide quick. He's going to be first met by number 27, Tyler Goldman.
Tyler Goldman, a guy who we talked about him a lot last year, just always really has a nose for the football. Does a good job. If there's going to be any passes completed short, Tyler Goldman's usually there to make the tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing a good job of winning the first down right there, getting a big sack, then allowing a few yards on second. Now you've got a 3rd and long. Ball snap. They're going to throw it out wide. Could potentially.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Little push there by Mike Wood, so that is going to be a pass interference call. Number 11 receiver for Ooltewah, that's Griffin Patterson, was getting ready to stop his route, go up for the football, and Michael Wood had both his hands on the back of his shoulder pads with a little bit of a shove there. So, in fact, that is going to earn a penalty sponsored by Bradley County Litter Grant.
So, 1:21 left here in the first. Ooltewah, I believe, is going to get a first down on this. Let's see.
They are.
So the ball is going to be marked at the 49-yard line, where the Ooltewah Owls will have the best position they've had of the night. Not quite yet over the 50, but almost there.
That's huge for field position for Ooltewah, that pass interference call. You can tell Michael Wood's frustrated. But good coverage by Michael. Just got to keep those hands to yourself before that football gets there.
Yeah, I think he was more so expecting him to catch the ball, and he was going to try to tackle him, but the ball was thrown a little over the receiver's head, so he went up to jump, and when Michael made contact, ball snap, going to be thrown out wide. Walker Valley does a great job sniffing that up. That's number 11, Scruggs. Yeah, Thavin Scruggs gets to it early, so another example of winning first down right there.
And again, I think Jonathan West was in there with him again.
Jonathan West has been a big addition to this defense, has done a great job there on the defensive end position, flies around the football, keeps that same mantra that this Mustang team likes to have of getting as many hats around the ball as he possibly can.
We're now under a minute here in the first quarter. Mustangs up 7-0. Crown, your Jeep Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee, located off I-75 at exit 20.
Jersey College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts here. jerseycollege.edu. Ball snap.
There you go.
Thrown out wide. Caught. It's going to be a gain of about 6 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So the Walker Valley Band has made their way into the stadium. They're up there in the visiting bleachers, letting that Ooltewah offense have the not-so-much home field advantage.
I know. It's hard when they're right there at you, too. I mean, they're probably a good 20 yards away from that monstrous band. Ball is going to be...
It's 3rd and 5 here.
Hard count, no biters, trips to the home side. Single receiver back. Looks like they've got an additional tight end out there on the line. They're going to bring the running back in motion to the other side. Ball snap. Hand it off up the middle. And he's going to have enough for a first down after that pile push.
Yeah, once again, that was number 10, Jakith Jeter.
So it's going to be right at the sticks, but I believe that he has got it, and they're going to say first down.
Yeah, I think you're right. They have not yet moved, and now they move the chains and signal first down. So as the clock rolls down here, I don't think Ooltewah is going to get another snap off as they're subbing out Jeter for number 20. That's DeTavion Thompson.
So that's already 3 running backs that we've seen in this game.
Sure is.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your score, Walker Valley 7, Ooltewah 0. With that, we're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back in 1.
It's our annual September sell down at Honda Cleveland, and it starts with finance rates as low as 0.99% for 60 months on Ridgeline pickups, and lease payments as low as $269 on Accord. Thinking about fall adventures? Honda Cleveland has the Honda to take you there. Paddle boards and kayaks look just right on our 26 Honda HR-V compact SUV, and at $279 a month, you can probably spring for some more camping gear. And speaking of camping, load up the dogs, the kids, and their buddies and take the road less traveled in our 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid for $379 a month. HR-V 39-month lease with $34.99 down. CR-V 36-month lease with $36.99 down. No security deposit plus tax, tag, title, and fees with approved credit. Offer ends 9/30/25. Or if you need service, parts, or tires, Honda Cleveland lets you pay over time with up to 3 months interest-free. Come on in. Honda Cleveland, your car, your way, every day. I-75 exit 20, 1 mile east. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group.
Listen, Jake, we've got our drone right in front of us here. I thought I was getting ready to have to swat a wasp or something. I'm having flashbacks to Eastham a few years ago.
The fact that we've got to go back there, that's a little traumatizing.
Yeah. Don't want to get attacked by the wasp, the hornet, whatever they are, there at East Hamilton up in the press box. Hope I got Eric Mountain, the athletic director at East Ham. Hope he helps us out a little bit this year.
Yeah, for sure. He actually is a neighbor for my parents, live in the same neighborhood. Him and his boy come down and fish at our house, so I get to see them quite often.
Hey, I said East Ham, and a bunch of people up here at Ooltewah started cringing. Did you see that?
Yeah.
A little bit of a rivalry there.
I saw a shift in the whole crowd. They turned around and looked at you.
Ready to beat me up. So here at the start of the second quarter, the cheerleaders are going to make sure that we get a little bit of a breather here as they're doing a routine here. Cool to see that from the Ooltewah cheerleaders. Or I believe that may be the Ooltewah dance team, excuse me. I think they're called the Red Hawks, if I heard that correctly.
Yeah. There you go. So we're about to get this second quarter kicked off again. Your score, Walker Valley leads 7-0, but Ooltewah is on the drive as they have officially crossed the 50-yard line. Ball is marked at the 41.
They're not ready to leave, Jacob. They're having too good of a time out there.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure they can get a penalty for this.
Yeah,
they're not going to, but I'm pretty sure you can get a delay of game, so you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, the officials were signaling, trying to tell them, hey, you've got to go, hurry up. But so now we are set to start the second quarter here from Ooltewah High School, right off exit 11, I-75. Which those of you that may be traveling to the game, traffic from where we are in the press box, it looks to be moving, looks to be good if you're on your way down here.
Looks clean for sure.
You may not have a seat, though, because we've packed out that other side.
Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Ooltewah does a good job. They're going to get a gain of about 3. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Once again, Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. Voitech.com. That's VOYTIK.com. Jacob, did you have a pretty good day? I know you did. I was glad after my appointment over at Center for Sports Medicine, I was able to come visit you, making sure this knee gets back to being functionable again.
Sorry, I had my mic muted right there. I was trying to talk to you. Yeah, I had a great day, Andy. It was a lot of fun. So, Twins to the home side single receiver. Ball snapped. Going to be a little pull play. They're going to throw it. Good RPO action. Going to get a gain of about 2, but Walker Valley does a great job of hopping on that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, once again, Walker Valley defense just swarming to the football. Michael Wood, who's the corner here on the near side, was a part of the tackle over on the other side of the field, if that tells you anything about how this Mustang defense, led by defensive coordinator Coach Henderson, is pursuing the football.
Yeah, Coach Henderson in year 2 here with the Mustangs. The Mustangs kind of settling in and put a big 0 on the board. Got to have a wing party last week, which
Jacob's a little depressed.
We said we were invited to, but you know, I don't know. Hard count, no biters. Wood in the backfield. Sorry, Wood at the quarterback position.
Different Wood. Ooltewah's Wood. That's Luke Wood, sophomore quarterback, 6'1".
Yeah, good sized kid. Looks like they're going to blow this one dead.
Got a couple Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard updates for you. Currently, Soddy Daisy leading McMinn County 7-0. That game's in the first quarter. And Lenoir City trails East Hamilton 7-0 in the first quarter.
We've got a timeout here on the field. It looks like Ooltewah called a timeout. So with that, we're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, spot all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. 10:25 left here in the second quarter. Walker Valley leads 7-0. It is 3rd and 5.
Ooltewah quarterback takes the snap, looks to the flat, no one there, runs right in to a Mustang, and the ball hits the turf.
Mustangs are on it. Oh, and the official little collateral damage there.
I believe that was number 23, Braylon Beard, of this Mustang defense, the junior linebacker who not only stripped the football but came up with the recovery, and they're going to say Walker Valley football right around the 50-yard line, which even if so, if they say he's down, that's about a 10-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, it was it looks like they're discussing it now. Ooltewah's already marched their defense out there, I believe. They had a good vantage point. The coaches had a good vantage point of it.
Listen, our guy, Stephen Shelton, Steve Hartline, mixed TV game tonight once again. Walker Valley getting a lot of mixed TV games here early in the season, but they're down there being rowdy. We're trying to control this press box down here. We need the TV crew to kind of chill out a little bit.
The best advice we could give you is if you do want to watch this game live,
mute them.
That's great.
Mute them.
Just mute them and turn us on. We'll give you all the coverage you need. Hey, they don't have the stats. They don't have any of that stuff. We're going to have it rolling in here for you.
That's it.
So Walker Valley's offense is coming out onto the field.
Meigs County, Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Meigs County leading Polk County 16-0 at the start of the second quarter.
So Walker Valley's offense is out on the field. Single wide receiver set to each side, which means you got some extra tight ends down there on the field and an H-back. Ball's going to be snapped. It's going to be handed off up the gut to Cunningham. Does a great job of staying on his feet. Is going to have enough for a first down and more all the way across to the 35-yard line.
So I want to give some recognition to Kason Cunningham's field vision on that play. That play started off, it was intended to go to the left. He hesitated. He saw what the offensive line was doing, reacting to the Ooltewah D-line. They opened up a hole to the right, and he went for big yardage. They go right back to him, and Ooltewah much better pursuit. It's going to be about a gain of 1.
Yeah, you also want to give him some credit running through a couple of arm tackles there as well. Does a great job of not really letting that first defender be the one that get him down. He's going to have to force somebody else to do it. Does a great job staying on his feet. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 as the Mustangs are marching with 9:27 left on the clock. Ball snap going to be handed off outside. Cunningham got some room to run. He's going to take it even further all the way down to the 21-yard line, I believe, 22. That's another Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down.
So Kason Cunningham, with that run right there, I believe is going to be already over 50 yards rushing on the evening.
Ball snap, they're going to hand it off to him. Does a great job of missing the first defender, but then is going to be tackled in the backfield by the second.
And you can already tell Coach Akins a little bit of a trend here, trying to get Kason Cunningham the football, going to Kason multiple plays as that run game continues to work. And we're going to see Kason sub out and try to see if we can get a number for who just checked in at running back for the Mustangs. I believe that might be number 26, Gideon Hernandez. I believe it is our guy G.
Hard count, no botters. Going to go no trips to the home side. Single receiver to the way. Something to keep in mind, they've got Luke Hayden in single coverage over there. Ball snapped. It's going to be handed off to Hernandez. Up the gut, gets a gain of about 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
So 8:22 to go here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 10, Walker Valley. It looks like they're going to say a little bit less on that gain there by Hernandez. So it's going to be closer to 3rd and 11 with the Mustangs leading 7-0. They do have the ball on the Ooltewah 28-yard line. Excuse me, 23-yard line. I need to pay attention to my hash marks here.
Ball snap, looking Luke Hayden's way. Got a man in and out of the hands of the receiver, I believe.
Yeah, that hit Luke Hayden. His extended arms hit him right in the hands, just not able to come up with that one, unfortunately. So Kason Cunningham, by the way, has 47 rush yards.
So kind of in that no man's land again here at the 23. That would make it trying to think of do the math of the yardage. They're going to go empty set here. We'll calculate it here in just a minute. It'd make it a 40.
Yeah. So it looks like we got some movement from the Ooltewah D-line. Chase Stevens, quarterback for the Mustangs, pointing out that movement. So another crucial penalty there for Ooltewah to give the Mustangs a little bit better look here. It's going to go from 4th and 11 to 4th and 6 with the Mustangs having the ball inside the Kia Cleveland drive zone at we'll call it the 18-yard line.
So 4th and 6, let's see what formation the Mustangs come out in. They're going to go empty set, trips to the away side, 2 receivers to the home. Stevens snaps, looks, has time, throws, caught by Boyd. He's going to stay on his feet. He keeps his feet going, dragging him. And really, that was the difference in a first down or not. Did a great job. That's going to be a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down all the way inside the 10-yard line to the 9.
And you're exactly right. That was all Sawyer Boyd right there. We've seen that, a lot of success from that underneath crossing route by Boyd, and good coverage by Ooltewah. But again, Sawyer just outruns everybody. And then, of course, with that second effort, another hard count from Chase Stevens, and that's another penalty against that Ooltewah D-line who's getting a little antsy down there.
Yeah, played pretty disciplined in that first quarter, not really jumping off sides very much. But here in the second, that's been something that they're going to have to clean up for sure. I'm sure Coach Moody's going to talk to them as soon as they get off the field, because those have been 2 big penalties here for the Owls. So, shotgun set. Single receiver to each side. They're going to get him again.
Wow. The secondary for Ooltewah getting a little frustrated. Their reaction on that play shows it all right there.
Yeah, so they're going to send somebody in for that young man. I'm pretty sure it was the same guy twice coming off that right side edge. But what was 1st and goal from the 9 is now going to be 1st and goal from the 3.
Yeah, I believe that was number 4, Kayshawn Powell for the Owls, who's got hit with 2 of those penalties there. Clock now at 6:55 in the second. Kason Cunningham up the middle. That's enough for a Wright Brothers construction Kason Cunningham touchdown, Walker Valley.
Yeah, and if you're Ooltewah, you've got to be frustrated there because really just basically handed the Mustangs a touchdown there on the goal line.
What I've seen so far, Jacob, is a Ooltewah defense that came in prepared to try to cover a lot of good receivers. They've done really a fairly good job when it comes to that, and we've talked about it. Sawyer Boyd in that underneath crossing route. They've got bodies covering these receivers, but what that has done, we talked about it. What was one of my keys to the game? Use the passing game to set up Case and Cunningham, and that's exactly what Coach Akins has done.
Yeah, it's going to make it really tough for teams that play the Mustangs. When you give a light box, your front five is going to have to be pretty dominant. And your secondary is going to have to come down and really help support the run once it starts. But Walker Valley doing a great job so far taking advantage of that as Malik's extra point is up. And it is good. So your new score, Walker Valley 14, Ooltewah 0 here with 6:52. With that, we are going to send it back to the station for a 30-second break.
Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix is a family-owned business and has been serving Cleveland for 40 years. They work with customers large and small. Call Bradley Concrete at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply. Built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Welcome back to Cleveland Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my somewhat of a friend, Andy Morris.
Just a little bit of an annoyance, right?
Like almost like a thorn in my side.
Hey, real quick. I want to give a shout-out to our guy Mike Lee, the voice of Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, doing a great job putting together everything right here on Cleveland's Oldies with that Oldies soundtrack. He's listening to the game tonight, and excited to have him tuning in and supporting us on the call here for the Walker Valley Mustangs.
Looks like there's a personal foul here for the Owls. I don't know when it was, but they are going to back Ooltewah up, which is going to mean the Walker Valley kicker is not going to have to kick it quite as far. Oh, man, that's going back. We're kicking.
We might be able to get it through the uprights from where we're kicking from.
I don't know that.
Wow.
I don't know that I've ever seen this. You could do an onside kick right here.
What they're doing is kicking the football from the Ooltewah 30-yard line. So you've got 40 yards to the uprights from here. Now, of course, it doesn't count as points if you make it, but
dude, I'm kicking.
Unbelievable.
I'm kicking an onside kick here 10 out of 10 times. It's not even close. I don't know that I've ever seen this.
Yeah, that's a lot of penalty yardage.
If you're Coach Akins,
we're trying to dissect this a little bit ourselves because I've never seen, not that I can recall, but a kickoff from the opposing team's 30-yard line.
This is wild, folks. I'm sorry. It's just a new one for me. It's you do this for a long time. Now we're getting to running somebody on the field talking. I mean, I'm hoping Coach Akins is thinking the same thing we are.
So it looks like, I think there's actually going to be a timeout, if I'm correct.
If you're Ooltewah, or if you're Walker Valley, I take a timeout and I attempt it. And
No, so no timeout. That was just the whistle for play, making sure everyone is set. This is a unique scenario. The officials are trying to make sure everyone's lined up correctly, too, because Ooltewah is pinned back against their own goal line. So just a little pooch kick puts Ooltewah at the 20. So like you said, an onside kick puts you at the 20.
The defenders that are normally here or at the 50, their feet are on the 20, behind the 20.
Yeah.
And so looks like we're still waiting for the head official to allow us to play here.
Yeah, once again, 6:52 to go till halftime. Walker Valley leading this region matchup 14-0. And here's the kick, and it's going to go up, and I believe, I don't know if that went through the uprights, but it went well out of the back of the end zone. So Ooltewah will start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. I do it. 10 times out of 10, I'm kicking an onside kick right there. Because I don't think you can advance an onside kick in high school football.
You can. I believe you're correct on that.
And so either way, they're getting the ball at the 20. or you're getting the football back. It's one of the two. But, that's why I get paid to talk about it, not paid to coach it.
So now, Ooltewah starting this drive at their own 20.
They're going to go trips to the home side. Single back. Douglas is the running back. Ball snap. Wood hands it off to Douglas. Up, it's QB keeper. And it's going to be an RPO pass. A gain of about 6 on the play.
Aiden Burns. No, that wasn't. That was number 9 for the Mustangs. That wasn't Aiden Burns. That was C.T. Gunter on the tackle. Coming up, making a big hit. Once again, Walker Valley leads this one over Ooltewah 14-0.
Illegal man downfield for the Owls, so that's going to be a penalty, which will cause us to replay first down.
And that's something that, Coach Moody and this Ooltewah team's got to be a little frustrated with, because if there's one thing you can't do in a game like this is have self-inflicted wounds here as far as trying to march down the field, and then you're backing yourself up deep in your own territory when you already start a drive after several penalties, to where you had Walker Valley kicking off from your own 30-yard line. So Ooltewah definitely needing to clean some of that up as they get set for this first down and 15 from their own 15-yard line.
So shotgun, ball snap, going to be handed off. Bounces it outside, does a great job of keeping his feet, but pursued quickly.
C.T. Gunter once again.
C.T. Gunter was like a hawk there, coming down and stopping that running back before he got out on the outside. That's going to bring up 2nd and long.
C.T. Gunter is a young man who looks extremely confident flying up and making open field tackles. What a great asset that is to have at the safety position, along with Aiden Burns, who we already know can do the same thing as well. So 5:45 to go till halftime. Mustangs up 14-0.
Ball snap. Quarterback looks, dropping. Has
feels pressure. He had nowhere to go. Great coverage. That's going to be a coverage sack fumble on the play, and I'm wanting to say that it was recovered by Ooltewah. Looks like it was, but that was just great pursuit there by the Mustang D-line.
Yeah, and so it's going to be 3rd down and a country mile. Ball's going to be all the way inside the 5-yard line. Looks to be at the 4. Let's see if I can get a time. We got 5:28 left here in the second quarter.
This is one of those plays where you can accredit that strip sack to the secondary of the Mustangs. There was nowhere to go with that football. Quarterback Wood for Ooltewah did not want to put the ball in harm's way, and then felt that pressure and tried to get away, tried to create something, but there were so many Mustangs on him, he had no opportunity to deliver a pass. That's why that football came out, because he was just trying to make something happen.
Yeah, I think Ooltewah is going to bleed this clock all the way out and call a timeout. So they are going to do that. That's a Milligan Vein timeout. Do your legs feel achy or tired? Call Milligan Vein.
Pretty good. That was off the memory.
Yeah. We do it enough.
It's good stuff. Yeah, with that, we're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
Save now during the Drive into Fall event at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 225 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $14,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 2.9% for up to 72 months. Don't miss model year closeout savings on new Ram 1500s. $14,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR. The better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Men, when it comes to your health, don't cut corners. At Tennessee Valley Urology Center, they do men's health the right way. They believe in evidence-based treatment, honest conversations, and care that's tailored to you, not cookie-cutter solution. Call or visit tnvalleyurology.com to book your appointment today. Cleveland Tire Center, locally owned and operated for over 45 years. Cleveland Tire, your one-stop auto care shop in Cleveland. North Lee Highway, where the name says it all.
Ooltewah snaps, goes tunnel screen. Caleb Jackson does a great job tackling him at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 4th and a mile here for the Ooltewah Owls. They'll be punting out of their own end zone. 4:44 left here in the first half. Your Mustangs lead 14-0.
Yeah, so the Ooltewah punter trying to get a number on that young man is literally has his heels on the back of his own end zone. One thing that you as a coach, and I'm sure Coach Moody's done this, you tell your punter you want to take a step forward in case it is a deep snap because you don't want to have any issues. And the Mustangs bring the house and they block it, and it's going to roll and be fielded just across the 10-yard line.
I think Ooltewah might have got it back, Andy.
It did look like Walker Valley tried to dive on that football, but they're going to say that the Mustangs did retain possession, so that is where the Mustangs will start this drive deep inside the Kia Cleveland drive zone for first down. And they're going to spot it, I believe, at the
15-yard line.
Yep, 15, right at it.
So, Walker Valley with some pretty awesome field position here.
That's one thing I like to see, getting that practice. And I hate to call it practice because we're in a game, but that situation where you have a team backed up, punting out of their own end zone, Coach Akins and the special teams, they said, hey, we're making the call here. We're going after the football. And showing them that they can do that, talk about some big games down the line, knowing that you have that capability is a huge thing.
Ooltewah blows up a screen attempt there. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Make it, let's say it 3. So it's going to be 2nd and 13. So they attempted to throw it to Sawyer Boyd. He caught it, but was met quickly. Ooltewah did a good job of sniffing that one out.
Yeah, that's one thing we've seen here in the first half. Once again, Walker Valley up 14-0 down here live at Ooltewah High School. They've tried to get Sawyer Boyd the football in some different ways, screens, that crossing route that we've referred to a few times, but not a lot deep. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Aiken starts taking a couple shots.
Well, don't have to take a shot if you're starting at your own 15-yard line.
That's true.
Ball snapped, thrown behind the receiver a little bit there.
Yeah, that was number 7, Joseph Arnett. That one was intended for Arnett, just a little behind him. Don't see that a whole lot from Chase Stevens. So clock down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go until halftime. Walker Valley up 14-0. Dell's Heating and Air. Just call Dells.com. And Chick-fil-A, they're located off Keith Street and Paul Huff Parkway. Download the Chick-fil-A app today.
Looks like Walker Valley's going to go empty here. Trips to the home side. Twins to the away. Ball snapped. Stevens feels pressure, steps away from it. He's going to take off running, and he's going to be forced out of bounds after about a gain of 1, but did a great job of not taking a big loss there.
Yeah, that could have been really ugly, really quick. Chase Stevens stepped up to avoid that pressure. The Ooltewah defender was able to get a hand on him, but immediately Chase took off on a sprint to the Walker Valley sideline across the field on the other side there to get out of bounds. That is going to be a loss on the play, so it's going to be 4th and 13, and it does look like Coach Akins, and I like this. This is, again, good game experience of bringing on your field goal kicker, Chris Malik, to try to hit a field goal. Let's see where he's actually going to be kicking from. It looks like it's going to be just shy of the 25, so it's going to be roughly a 35-yard field goal.
3-12, Walker Valley leads 14-0.
So it's actually going to be a 34-yard field goal.
Kick is up, and it is good. So Walker Valley now leads 17-0. We're going to send it back to the station. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezer stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
Sharpen those pencils, pack those snacks, and don't forget that back-to-school smile.
Whoa, did you get braces?
Yep, I went to Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga. They let me pick these colors. It was so easy.
Lucky, I can't wait to get braces.
At Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga, we're here to get those pearly whites picture day ready.
Cheese!
Call 423-541-5500 or visit pdoc.com to book your back-to-school appointment today.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. After the Duracell field goal, Walker Valley leads 17-0. Going to have some miscommunication here for the Owls, and that's going to be another massive mistake that's going to pin them down inside the 5-yard line. Kicked and nobody fielded it and realized, got to go get that.
Someone's got to pick that football up, and they're going to start this drive at their own 4-yard line, trailing your Walker Valley Mustangs 17-0 with 3:02 to go till halftime. Real quick, we're going to go over to our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. We've got a close one here. Bradley Central leads Red Bank 7-3. That game is in the second quarter.
Where's that at?
That is at Bradley, the only game in Bradley County this week.
Raiders on the road at Oak Ridge.
They are trying to get a score on that right now. Cleveland trails Oak Ridge 21-0, so very tough Oak Ridge team. Chris Brown and the Cleveland Blue Raiders 0-4 on the season, looking for their first win, and it does not look good early for them up there in Oak Ridge.
Ball snap, looking to throw, does, and it's caught.
It's a good ball.
That's a great ball. It's going to be enough for a first down. It's going to go all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good post route. Ran there. I believe that was number 15, Rilo Hinton of Ooltewah. And a great ball delivered by quarterback Luke Wood of the Owls. Hit him right in the chest. Had no choice but to catch that football.
Yeah, did a great job staying in the pocket. Ball snap. Going to be a handoff off the right side. Walker Valley does such a great job setting the edge there. Tackled.
That was number 69, Lane Ferris.
Lane Ferris in on the tackle. I wanted to see who set that edge. That was one of the linebackers.
I believe that was Tyler Goldman.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Clock clicks down to 2:10 here left in the first half. Ooltewah taking their time here, I think, trying to get to halftime, knowing they've got a long ways to drive if they want to try to get some points. Ball snapped. Going to drop back. Quick throw out to the side. There is a flag.
There's a little bit of a push-off. It was either a push-off or there might have been an illegal receiver downfield. It's one of the two.
Let's see if I can find the head official out there.
Yeah, that is going to be against Ooltewah. I believe that was illegal procedure against the Owls. So, once again, another Bradley Littergrant penalty.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 15. 1:50 left here in the first half. I wonder if Walker Valley goes hurry-up offense if they get the ball back here. I don't know if they will. I think Ooltewah is going to try to bleed this one dry. Let's see. I'm going to get a whistle from the official. The flow of this game has just been kind of weird.
It's been slow. There's no doubt, and often chaotic at times. So right now we are seeing the officials conference at about the 5-yard line to figure out what is going on. We're sitting ducks right here just waiting. We don't know. So they're just trying to get on the same page. Just let him stay.
Head official turned to say something, but never gave us a signal. So 1:38.
So I think it was just another clock issue.
Yeah.
So they've reset the clock. It had ran down to 1:38, and they've got it set at 1 minute and 50 seconds now till halftime.
Ball snap. Wood looking, has some pressure, does a great job. He's got a man down the sideline.
Wow. Just off his fingertips. First of all, under a lot of pressure, quarterback Wood, and delivers I tell you what, his arm looked like it was struck by lightning the way that ball came out of there, streaking down the sideline over there right in front of the Mustang bench, all the way down near the 50-yard line, nearly a 50-yard throw, just over the fingertips of the would-be receiver for the Owls.
1:42 here, 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Kind of taking things slow here.
Yeah, with that incomplete pass, the clock did stop there. Going to run the football now between the tackles. he looks like he's going to pick up a couple, but not get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if you see Coach Akins take a timeout here.
Again, the Mustangs leading 17-0. Have completely controlled this game up to this point, but you got to give Ooltewah credit. They've done a good job limiting the damage of this Mustang offense.
Absolutely, and we are going to get a timeout. Before we take our timeout, Crown, your Jeep and Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee on I-75 exit 20. Jersey College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts here. jerseycollege.edu. With that, with this Milligan Vein timeout, we're going to take a 30-second break. We will be back in 30.
Struggling to find the right nuts and bolts? Stop searching, because Cleveland Fasteners has what you need. Since 1992, we've been Cleveland's go-to source for hard-to-find fasteners, hydraulic hoses, and top-quality tools for maintenance and construction. No minimum orders, same-day delivery, and walk-ins are always welcome. And with our expert team, you get personalized service that big box stores just can't match. Find us on Starview Drive behind Bradley Rentals or call 423-472-5010. Cleveland Fasteners. If we don't have it, you don't need it.
Welcome back to Cleveland Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football spot all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good buddy Andy Morris. 1:30 left here in the first half. Walker Valley leads 17-0, but they are about to get the ball back with good field position.
Yeah, it's 4th down and 12. Ooltewah punter standing. Ball bounces to him. Did a good job scooping that one up and quickly getting the punt off. It's going to bounce just across the 35 and be fielded at the 36-yard line by Ooltewah, and that is where the Mustangs will start, which you would imagine would be their final drive before halftime with a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, I always love hearing the defense, or sorry, the punting side yell, Peter, 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 get away from the ball. It was a high punt, didn't go very far, and you don't want it to accidentally touch you. And
they did a good job clearing out, too. That's what you're taught to do.
Yes, so Walker Valley going to get good field position here. They're going to go trips to the home side, single receiver to the away. The single receiver is none other than Luke Hayden. They've got, the good thing about this Ooltewah team is they've got some size. They've got some big old boys. Like Luke Hayden was one-on-one out there on the outside, but with a kid that, he didn't necessarily tower over, which has been something that we've seen each week. Normally he is much bigger than those defensive backs. Not tonight.
Stevens drops back. He's going to throw downfield to a wide open number 7, Joseph Arnett, who's going to bring that one in inside the 5-yard line. Had he been able to keep his feet, easily walks in the end zone, but extended out and caught that football and under his own power brought down at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, Joseph Arnett is not small by any means, but he's not, 6'4", 6'5".
He's not Luke Hayden.
Like Luke Hayden and Roman Eula and those guys. And so Chase Stevens put a little mustard on that ball. Ball snapped. Stevens looking, he's feeling pressure, got to get it out, and he's going to be sacked.
Great pursuit by number 4 of Ooltewah. That's Kason Powell.
Ooltewah did a good job of sending some pressure there off the edge.
So, listen, Powell, number 4, playing some defensive end, I believe, for Ooltewah. He's the one that got hit with a couple of those penalties in a row off the hard count, but showing some big play capability there for that Ooltewah defense. Coach Akins is going to let this clock run down to 25 seconds before he uses his first timeout. With that, we're going to take a timeout for 30 seconds right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1 with the Mustangs up 17-0.
Need a new shop, garage, or other unique space? Explore post-frame building kits from Best Buy Metals. Best Buy Metals kits utilize steel trusses for the ultimate in strength and durability. When you need it to last, call Best Buy Metals. Stop by or visit bestbuymetalroof.com for your custom structure.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. We are here with 25 seconds left here in the first half. Walker Valley leads 17-0, but they are knocking on the door in that range to get either 3 or 7.
That's right, and on cue, this Mustang offense retakes the field out of the timeout with a split twin set. Chase Stevens back there by himself, no running back.
Ball snapped, thrown across the middle. It is caught, and it is going to be in for 6. Touchdown. Coach, they actually had somebody snuck on the far side.
So that was a trip set.
It was. I didn't see him.
I didn't either.
Until the ball was snapped, and I saw him take off running. They had somebody snuck out there on the away side.
Didn't need him, though, because Luke Hayden right there across the middle of the field at the 1-yard line outstretches his arms, gets that football across the goal line for the Wright Brothers Construction touchdown. Once again, number 10, Luke Hayden. What a big year he has had up to this point. The extra point is up. It is good. That extra point sponsored by Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts. Give them a call at 423-716-3762. Mustangs up 24-0 with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, we'll just stick with you because we're going to take a good halftime break here in a minute. We'll stick with you as Ooltewah is going to set to take this kick back. Walker Valley is marching their special teams unit out on the field.
The good news is for Ooltewah that Walker Valley's not going to be kicking off from the Ooltewah 30-yard line this time.
That was wild. Absolutely.
That's something that I can't say that I can't recall a time where I've seen a team kick off that. So I'm assuming that there were multiple penalties.
There were 2 personal fouls. I do know that much.
Because you can enforce both of the personal fouls.
You can.
Good call. So, that's why we keep Slim Money Mason around here.
I'm good for something every once in a while. I'm like a blind squirrel.
Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Red Bank has taken the lead at Bradley 10-7.
Uh-oh.
Got a tight one there in Bear Stadium. That game is near halftime, about a minute 28 till halftime.
So kicking from the opposite 40. Ball is going to be up. It's going to be caught at the 11-yard line, taken to the 20. He's to the 25. He's got some speed. All the way down to the 35-yard line.
Good return.
Yeah, great return by the Ooltewah Owls there. Going to be 16 seconds left here in the second half. Your Mustangs lead 24-0.
So, Jacob, I know your Georgia Bulldogs, they're on bye week this week, correct?
They are.
Getting a rest up after that big win last week up in Knoxville. Not trying to upset any Tennessee fans by bringing that back up, but any specific games that you're excited about watching this weekend, tomorrow specifically?
This weekend, Auburn and Oklahoma.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a good one. And it's got a good storyline to it.
It does.
You've got the former Oklahoma quarterback coming in to Auburn, has something to prove, going back to Norman. So, to me, that's a big game that fans should want to watch. I'll be honest, I thought that probably should have been game day, but they decided to give the ACC some love, and they're going to do Miami and Florida.
So I'm glad you brought that up because that's the game that I'm looking forward to watching. I think Florida is a team. Sunbelt Billy, head coach at University of Florida, all his success has not came in the SEC. It's came in the Sun Belt. His job, I think, on the line really needs a win and could go down to a Miami team that's been really solid this year.
Ball snap, thrown out wide, caught at the 44-yard line.
Michael Wood on the tackle there, but I do think Mario Cristobal's got such a good team down there, but this is one of those games, it's a rivalry game, an in-state rivalry. Got to be on upset alert if you're the Hurricanes.
Hey, I just want I want Florida to win just enough games to keep Billy Napier.
As a Georgia fan, I understand why you say that. So Ooltewah drops back to pass. A lot of pressure. Once again, nowhere to go. Number 41, Cooper Godsey, gets the sack with the help from a couple of his buddies, getting some pressure off the edge. And that is going to take us to halftime, where your Walker Valley Mustangs lead 24-0 as we get stats, score updates, all the good stuff rolling into us here. We're going to take a 4-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the Southland Finance halftime show right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. Once again, we're going to take a 4-minute break. Mustangs lead Ooltewah down here in Ooltewah 24-0.
At Charleston Cumberland Presbyterian Church, the doors are open and the welcome is real. Living the gospel, loving the community, leading with hope. That's our mission, and you're invited to be a part of it. Join us this Sunday at 11 a.m. at the corner of Highway 11 and Lauderdale Memorial Highway in Charleston.
Hi, this is James with Cleveland Business Services. We're here standing by ready to help any local small businesses with a variety of needs. And we can handle just about any tax situation you find yourself with, whether it be business, personal, or a combination of both. Our personal tax returns start at $39. We can help you get filed using our app. We can schedule you an in-office appointment, or you can simply drop off your tax documents and be filed within 48 hours or less. Reasonable rates and a dedicated staff are just a few reasons why Cleveland Business Services is a great choice. Give us a call today at 423-86-TAXES. That's 423-868-2937.
This is Dr. Brian Beard with the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. Have you been told you don't have enough bone for dental implants? Mini implants might be your answer. We have been offering mini implants for over 20 years now to replace missing single teeth with crowns, denture stabilization, or even full mouth permanent porcelain that stays in the mouth and you do not take in and out. Mini dental implants change the way dentistry is performed today. Give us a call at 476-6541.
Switching jobs is stressful. Switching schools is painful. But switching your insurance policies to Allstate, it really couldn't be easier. At Allstate, you can call one local agent who can assist you with all of your policies and make the paperwork simple. Here in Cleveland, Allstate agent George Gray can help you protect everything from your home, car, boat, and motorcycle to your RV, ATV, and more. See George Gray, Allstate Insurance on Keith Street. Are you in good hands?
Hey ladies, when you're balancing family, career, community, and more, it's hard to find time for your health. At Bradley Medical Center, we understand how busy life is. That's why we built our state-of-the-art Women's Imaging Center. Whether it's for screening and prevention or more specific needs, you deserve a healthcare partner in an environment that feels comfortable and works around your schedule. Call 423-244-9272 to schedule your appointment. Do it for you. Do it for your loved ones.
Whirlpool Cleveland is currently hiring for entry-level production roles. Starting pay $18.25 per hour, jumps to $19.35 per hour after 90 days. Benefits start on day one, including medical, dental, vision, 401k, life insurance, and more. 120 total hours of paid time off. 10 hours the first 3 months. Remaining balance after 90 days. Apply at jobs.whirlpool.com. Jobs.whirlpool.com.
Do you suffer from unsightly leg veins? Are your legs turning brown or swelling? Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Do you have restless legs or leg cramps disturbing your sleep? These symptoms are signs of bad veins. Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better. And your procedure is covered by most insurance. Find more information online at milliganvein.com or call Dr. Gooden today at 423-961-5682 and get rid of those bad veins.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tennessee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old services made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
Watch over your money so you've got more to share. Use the Your Money app from TVFCU.
TVFCU. Place for all of us.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Andy Morris. Your score at halftime, Walker Valley 24, Ooltewah 0, and we've got all of your halftime stats.
Sorry about that, picking up my headset and banging it against the counter here.
I thought it was rubbing at your teeth.
Once again, this is the Southland Finance Halftime Show. Southland Finance located at Peerless Road, 25th Street. Visit them online at www.southlandfinance.net. Real quick, we're going to go on over to our middle school report for the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. Jacob, what do you got going on down there at Ocoee?
I can't remember the exact score. It was like 32.
Great middle school report, Mason.
It was like 36, 32, nothing, something like that. Go check Weiss's Facebook. I do know this. Ocoee got one possession in the first half. Hezekiah Thomas took a punt back, and they scored 6-0. Only got one offensive possession and then went on to score 20-some more unanswered. So another shutout there for the 33-0. I was close. I was in between. 33-0 against a quality Ray County opponent. but they improved to 6-0. They are the Mixed TV Game of the Week. I'll be on that call next Thursday night.
Chilhowie
coming to town. And then a big one to end the season, Cleveland Raiders come up to the MAC. They've got a good thing going on over there as well. Dropped too early, but have been on a roll ever since.
So real quick, we're going to go on over to our halftime stats provided by Cleveland Business Services for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs and more. Give them a call. That's Cleveland Business Services at 423-86-TAXES. Of course, Mr. Rob Varner, who actually does the dirty work with the stats. We appreciate him each and every week for keeping those rolling into us here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. So far, through the first two quarters of this ball game, once again, Walker Valley leading 24-0. On the ground, Kason Cunningham in 9 attempts has 49 yards and a touchdown. So I'm going to make sure that is refreshed and accurate. That is. So just shy, we had mentioned on one of his last carries that we believed he was over 50 yards, but just shy by a yard because he was tackled for a loss at one point there. Probably took him back under that 50-yard mark. Passing, Chase Stevens, Mustang quarterback, in 11 attempts has completed 8 of those passes for 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those 2 touchdowns, one came to Reese Davis on that first Mustang drive, and then the other to Luke Hayden just before the half. Luke Hayden doing a good job on that one to catch the ball at the 1 yard line and extend the football using that long reach that he has, all 6'5", getting that football across the goal line. And that is where we stand through the passing game. We also saw a block punt by the Mustangs. Never got a number on that, but all around a good effort from this Mustang team in the first half, leading this game down here at Ooltewah 24-0. Once again, Andy Morris here alongside Jacob Mason. This is the Southland Finance Halftime Show. You can give them a visit at www.southlandfinance.net. But just looking at those Cleveland Business Services stats, just a solid first half for Walker Valley.
Yeah, and, really haven't had to dig into the bag super deep. You've been able to kind of control the run game. Cunningham's having a good night. I want to give Ooltewah credit where it's due. Sawyer Boyd has kind of ran free on that little crossing route. They've done a good job of adjusting that. The Mustangs are still without Roman Yulo this week. I don't think it's super serious. This is the second game that he's missed, but as region play continues to develop and you have to go against the Ray Counties of the world, you have to go against the East Hams of the world, you want him to be as healthy as possible as you're trying to continue to be in the driver's seat for the district.
I do think that if this is a game where you question coming into it, hey, we're going to need all hands on deck, then I think Roman Yulo's dressed out tonight. I think he's playing tonight. That is not the case. This is a no slight on Ooltewah, but this is a team that's in a developmental period right now. Coach Moody's trying to get things set up with his system, the structure. We've seen some different things here from Ooltewah. We've seen a little bit faster paced tempo offensively. We've seen great coverage from the secondary and the linebackers of Ooltewah trying to slow down that Mustang pass game, which if you go back a week ago, Walker Valley's already hung up all 49 of their points here at halftime. So Ooltewah has done a good job keeping things kind of mellow for this Mustang offense, if you will, even though it's been a dominant effort by the Mustang offense. Kind of hard to explain because Ooltewah has slowed down the pace, and part of that is opening up that running game with Kason Cunningham. That eats up some clock as well. But at the end of the day, Walker Valley is doing their job with a 24-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, you want to take a 3-minute break? We'll go back over stats here in a minute.
Real quick before we take a break, let's go ahead and go over to our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update as we get some other scores from around the area to keep you guys updated. Looks like this game has not been updated, but with a minute and 28 seconds till halftime, Red Bank leads Bradley over there at Bear Stadium 10-7. Then going on down to look at some more local games, Meigs County leads Polk County at halftime 24-0. Once again, Meigs leading Polk 24-0 at the half. Cleveland trailing Oak Ridge still 21-0. we're going to try to continue to get these scores coming in here. And that game is near halftime, that Oak Ridge Cleveland game. Stone Memorial leading Loudon 14-0. Saudi, Daisy, and McMinn. McMinn's got a 14-7 lead currently over Saudi Daisy. That game is up in Athens, where the Cherokees trying to continue to stay in the mix when it comes to these region games. And, Jacob, I don't know, have you seen anything on Ray County? Oh, so actually, Ray County's got a 21-14 lead in the second quarter over Lakeway Christian. So, non-region game for Ray County tonight. And I do not have anything on Lenoir City yet. Actually, East Hamilton, Lenoir City, just in at halftime. East Hamilton leads Lenoir City 21-14, that game at halftime. Tight
wow,
game.
that's an interesting score after McMinn just went out there and hung 50 on them. That's an interesting one to keep in mind because that is, like you said, a region game. But, hey, with that, we're going to send it back to the station for a 3-minute break. We'll be back in 3. We'll go over our halftime stats one more time, middle school report, get your further updates. I'm going to try to get us an updated score for the Bradley game as well. We will be back in 3.
Leisure Time Bowling is Cleveland's party place. Birthday parties for children, teenagers, and adults. Birthday parties at home take a lot of work, a lot of decorating, cooking, cleaning. Let Leisure Time Bowling do the work for you. Custom party packages are available, including some with Cosmic Bowling. Call 728-2988, 728-2988, ltbowling.com.
So who is the best local law firm? Well, winning the Best of the Best award answers that question. You have some small firms that might get a nomination or two, mostly by friends and family. Then there are those that have been around a while that have gotten several nominations on name recognition alone. But only Warren & Griffin has won the Best of the Best law firm 10 years in a row. 10 years.
I'm Steve Martin. I'm John Martin. Chattanooga's best law firm, 10 straight years.
Call us 265-HURT. We are your local law firm.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
When life gets busy, Little Caesars can be there to help with hot and ready pizzas and more from 4 to 8 p.m. You can't beat the taste of delicious pizza at a great price and hot and ready for dinner. 3 locations, Paul Huff, Key Street, and McGrady Drive, or order online.
Need cash? Check. Behind on bills? Check. Unexpected car repair, broken appliance, surprise vet bill? Check, check, and check. Time to check into Cash, your one-stop money shop. Check all the boxes all in one place. From payday loans to flex lines of credit, we've got solutions that move with you. The process is simple, quick, and designed to get you the help you need fast. If you've been approved, you can leave with cash in hand. Check Into Cash also offers check cashing, money orders, wire transfers, and even gift card buyback. Check your worries at the door and check into a store to apply. We have stores in the Chattanooga area, including Cleveland and Athens. Or visit checkintocash.com to get started today. Check Into Cash. We fund today to make a better tomorrow. Subject to state regulations, eligibility, credit check, underwriting, and approval. Rates, restrictions, and fees apply. Visit a store for details.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football. Supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Andy Morris.
Something like that.
Finally getting back to his seat after he took a nice little 3-minute break there.
Got to go socialize a little bit, see what's going on out in the community, be in touch with what's going on here. Friday night football region football, that is. Excited.
I wish you would just be in touch and not touch me. Hit me on the head and all kinds of things before we go to break.
We like to have a good time.
Is this not a fun show?
Well, I guess you could say I like to have a good time giving you a hard time. But once again, this is the Southland Finance Halftime Show located off Peerless Road at 25th Street. Visit them online at southlandfinance.net. We brought you those Cleveland Business Services halftime stats provided by Mr. Rob Varner. And, again, looking at the first half, Jacob, Cason Cunningham early and immediately very effective running the football in this game. And then towards the end of the second half, we started to see quarterback Chase Stevens take to the air a little bit more, 82 yards passing in the first half, 2 touchdowns, which is a little bit of a different look from what we've seen from this Mustang offense through a short sample size prior to tonight's game. I would imagine you're going to try to get these Walker Valley receivers a little bit more involved as looking over at some of those stats. The leading yardage, receiving yardage player on the Mustang offense is Caleb Ayers with 17 yards. So if that tells you anything, a little bit of a different night. Again, Chase Stevens still has 2 touchdown passes. Solid, very solid first half from him. But I would expect that as they come out to continue to run with Cason Cunningham, but now to shift the other way and open up that pass game a little bit more.
Well, and you really have to think about it where we've had field position at. Walker Valley's had very favorable field position all night long. Hasn't really had to take very many shots deep. But, hey, if you don't want to let Chase Stevens throw for 300 yards, just give him the ball on the 40 and only let him have to go 40 yards to score.
And I know that some people more so than others pay attention to stats, but this is one of those games that's kind of a stat killer because your defense, your special teams have done their job and played so well. As you said, it puts you in great field position. A facet of the game that the Mustangs have absolutely dominated tonight is field position.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, I just still can't get over that kickoff from the 30-yard line. I mean, and I'm going to have to pick Coach Aiken's brain. Probably not tonight. We'll ask him later on next week. But why no onside kick there? I feel like that's like almost a perfect opportune time.
So
I'm
going to answer on behalf of him. I think he has a feel for this game, and although it was a closer score at the time, again here at halftime, Mustangs
not
lead,
trying to rub it in.
Yeah, Mustangs lead 24-0. I think you know what you're about to do defensively. Again, you know what you're going to do when you have the ball. So I think it's a little sportsmanship on his behalf, not trying to add insult to injury there. Kicking an onside kick from a team's own 30-yard line.
Well, better man than me. Oh, me. But, so, hey, back to the middle school report. Ocoee Middle School beats Ray County last night, 33-0. Colin Wilson with a couple touchdown passes. Hezekiah Thomas with a 5-touchdown night. Does a great job there. Beating Ray County, very formidable opponent for sure. Always a tough team to play. Got Chilhowie next week. It'll be the Mixed TV game of the week for middle school.
Jacob Mason on the call for that game on Mixed TV.
Yeah, Andy only wants to hang out with me on Fridays, not Thursdays.
It's true. That is
Thursdays.
True. Thursdays belong to my beautiful wife, Lauren. So hanging out with her next Thursday. Unfortunately, don't get to hang out with you. Did I say unfortunately? Didn't mean that. Get to hang out with my wife. Love Lauren and can enjoy some time with her. But listen, we talk about Walker Valley and this young season so far. Next week, the Mustangs, a little bit tougher region game. I say a little bit. We don't know a lot about Saudi yet. Last score update we had from them, they were in a very competitive game, as I'm going to try to find it here as we're talking about it. But Saudi Days is a team that kind of, the jury is still out. I think they're a solid team, but we know they lost a lot off of last year's team. But it seems to be that they're competitive in every game that they played this year. I believe they have a 3-1 record. And I do not have a score update on them yet. But so I think that's a game, one of those games that if you're Coach Akins, you can't overlook it because you've got to take Saudi Daisy as you would have taken them had you seen them last year as an elite team. You have to prepare for every team that way to make sure you don't overlook. But this is a Soddy Daisy team. We really just don't know how good they are.
Yeah, I think their one loss is to Ray County, I believe. And so, it'll be interesting. Again, they're always going to be a formidable opponent. Something I've always known about Soddy is they're just tough, hard-nosed kids. They play physical football, have a great baseball program as well. Always do a good job with their athletics up there on the mountain range.
Yeah, so Soddy currently trailing McMinn County 14-7. So McMinn County at home tonight against Soddy Daisy. That game is in the second quarter.
You got an update on Eastham? That one's so surprising to me after McMinn went up there and absolutely drilled Lenore City.
At halftime, East Hamilton leads Lenore City 21-14.
Yeah, that's just so surprising.
And I do want to say this. Obviously, next week the Mustangs playing Soddy Daisy. I think we've got a little bit of a delay on that score. It's showing that game is still in the second quarter with a 14-7 McMinn lead over Soddy. But we're going to try to get that updated here a little bit more accurately because I have not seen any change in that the past couple times that we've looked. And they even have our score wrong on there. They've got us leading 7-0, so got to get them caught up a little bit. But once again, this is the Southland Finance Halftime Show. Southland Finance is located on Peerless Road at 25th Street, and you can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. With that, we're going to take about a 1-minute break. When we come back, we're going to continue to get some of these Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard updates rolling your way with these region games that are going on tonight. And maybe Jacob will have something interesting for us. I don't know. We'll see when we come back right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports our contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Looking for a place to belong? At Charleston Cumberland Presbyterian Church, everyone's welcome. Come experience joy, hope, and community this Sunday at 11 a.m. Charleston CPC, where God's love meets you right where you are. Located at the corner of Highway 11 and Lauderdale Memorial Highway, Charleston, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Stephen Beasley, and our family is the new owners of the UPS store in Cleveland, Tennessee. Whether you need to do a lightning-fast Amazon return or need to pack and ship with a guarantee, the UPS store is the place where you can make it happen. We also do a lot of printing, copies, and notary. The store is now open 7 days a week, and we've got the speed, the service, and yes, a smiling team. So the next time you need to ship, print, or return anything, don't go postal. Come see us at the UPS store in Cleveland.
United Community has proudly served our community's banking needs for 75 years. We've put our customers first since the very beginning. Need a mortgage that fits your budget? Ready to turn your side hustle into a small business? No matter what your goals are, we're here to help you meet them. Because for 75 years, we've listened to our customers and tailored our financial services to fit their needs. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Go to ucbi.com to learn how we can serve you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 421841.
This is Neil Scott, GM of United Structural Systems. We're currently looking to expand our teams at both our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Knoxville offices. We have a first-class benefits offering with medical, dental, vision, and ancillary benefits, PTO upon hire date, referral bonuses up to $2,500 per referral, 401k, and weekly production bonuses. And we have career paths, leadership development training, and even employer-sponsored industry certifications. If you're interested in joining, please go online at ussTN.com/careers or call us 423-320-8883.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. Your score starting the third quarter, Walker Valley 24, Ooltewah 0.
Once again, you have been listening to the Southland Finance Halftime Show. Southland Finance is located off Peerless Road and 25th Street, right there on the corner. And you can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. So going back to our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard, Jacob, you've got an updated score for us, I believe, on that Ray County game.
Yeah, you've got Ray County 28, Lakeway Christian 20, Red Bank and Bradley Central, Red Bank 10, Bradley 7.
And that's at halftime?
At halftime.
Both of those games?
Yes.
Okay.
East Ridge versus Central, 14-0. McMinn County 28, Soddy Daisy 7 at halftime.
So McMinn up 28-7 over Saudi Daisy. So again, we don't play these games on paper, but you've got to be optimistic going into next week against Saudi Daisy. If you're able to play a similar second half tonight that you did in the first half, walk away with a win in this one, got to feel good about our chances going into that Saudi Daisy game.
Yeah, hopefully getting a healthy Roman Uo back as well, which will be, obviously a shot in the arm. Not like this Walker Valley offense really needs it, but it's one that they're willing to take.
It's nice to have it if you got it.
So Walker Valley won the toss at the beginning of the game and deferred to the second half, so they will start off with the football. Kick is deep. It's going to be taken about the 7-yard line. It looks like Sawyer Boyd with that. He's going to take it, and this was close to a house call, but he was tripped up around the 38-yard line. If he would have got past that line of defense, there wasn't anybody catching him.
Yeah, just his burst of speed when he has the football in his hands, it almost catches everyone else off guard, even some of his own blockers as he goes flying by. They're not even able to get downfield quick enough to block for him at times, but a great start here to the second half. Once again, here at Ooltewah High School for this region game. Region 4, 5A action here at Ooltewah.
I got to say this. If Sawyer Boyd's going on a go, this is a touchdown.
They see him, and he sure is. But there's
pressure off the other side, so Stevens is going to take off running. Gets a good 3 or 4 yard gain, but the DB chose inside leverage, and if they didn't get good pressure off that left side, it would have been Chase Stevens throwing to Sawyer Boyd for a country mile touchdown.
Well, had they have not got the pressure on Chase Stevens, we're calling a Wright brothers touchdown for Sawyer Boyd right there because, as you said, wide open, streaking down this home sideline here on the Ooltewah side of the field. Currently the Mustangs working from left to right, their backs towards the north, headed towards that Chattanooga end of the field.
Ball snap. Going to be a screen out wide. Sawyer Boyd gets a block on the edge. Gets some room to the 50, to the 40. All the way down. He's going to be marked at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that was Caleb Ayers. Great route from him. Just one of those bubble routes behind his receivers that were downfield blocking. Great catch. Had to go up and get that football out of the air. And you mentioned that Sawyer Boyd locking up a defender to give him a path straight down the sideline once again.
I know we're being nitpicky, but marking him down at the 43-yard line here. Thought he got a couple more on that. Ball snap. Chase Stevens looking deep. Has pressure. He's hit. That's going to be a fumble. The ball's going to be out.
Ooltewah recovery. Chase Stevens not able to see that pressure coming. Hit. Fumbles the football at about the 46-yard line, and that is where Ooltewah recovers the ball. So we see Ooltewah make the first big play of the second half.
Yeah, Ooltewah's doing a good job of mixing up the pressures and sending them up off the edge. Tough start there for the Mustang. I know, you got to stop touching me, bro.
Just delivered a shoulder blow right there to Slim Money Mason right here.
So Ooltewah going to have their best starting field position of the night. Ball's going to be marked at the 46-yard line.
Which, by the way, I want to give a shout-out. Second half sponsored by USS, your waterproofing and foundation experts. Visit them online at USSTN.com.
Ball's handed off wide. Tyler Goldman gets to him first. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards there for the Owls. USS doing our ticket giveaway on the drive to all the way games this year. We've got a big one coming up after Tennessee plays UAB tomorrow, but we need to plug that at some point in time tonight. Got a really big week on the drive coming up here.
You are absolutely right. Monday through Friday, the drive on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, 5 to 6 p.m. You can catch me, Jacob, and Jim there having a lot of fun talking sports.
Ball snap. Wood drops back. He throws. Got a man. And it is caught.
Inside the 20-yard line, they're going to mark him down at the 19. That was number 11, Griffin Patterson, the Ooltewah receiver, who went up 50-50 ball with Michael Wood and was able to pull that one in.
Yeah, I mean, can't ask for much better coverage from Michael. Got a hand up there.
I think he even got a hand on the football.
Yeah, the receiver just did a good job of coming down with that one.
So Ooltewah showing some life early here in the second half. Just around the 10-minute mark, they're going to hand it off up the middle for about a gain of 3.
So you think Ooltewah is going to try to come away with points here. So if that's the case, I like it when Coach Akins has to spend a little money. So it looks like we're going to be having to call for a 50 burger this week, hopefully, instead of a wing shutout. But Ooltewah marching inside, ball marked at the 17-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, the clock already under the 10-minute mark. Deep ball, end zone, touchdown, Ooltewah. That's Griffin Patterson, his second big catch of the drive, and the Owls are on the board.
Yeah, kind of a I don't want to say mismatch, but a favorable matchup that the Owls are going to there. Number 11 for the Owls has some good size to him, and he just went up there and got that ball on a little go route.
Yeah, you can tell Michael Wood's a little frustrated because he knows probably should have been playing that coverage a little bit tighter. And let's see, it does look like Ooltewah's lining up to go for the 2-point conversion here, and they have switched coverage on number 11, Griffin Patterson. Man in motion. They're going to go right back to him, it looks like, on a slant route. Great coverage, though. No one there. They're going to go to the middle of the end zone, and it's caught, but I believe out of bounds. And, in fact, that is the case. So 2-point conversion, no good by Ooltewah. So with 9:25 to go here in the third quarter, Ooltewah on the board. Walker Valley 24, Ooltewah 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination. It's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by our good friends at Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Andy Morris. Walker Valley 24, Ooltewah 6 after that touchdown drive by the Owls after the fumble where Chase Stevens was sacked and lost the football, got good field position, and had two really big pass plays there to get into the end zone.
And this is where, if you're Coach Akins, you're telling your offense right here, you're telling your special teams, first of all, let's get good field position. Once again, we saw in that last return to start the second half, saw your Boyd across the 35 with a good return. But if you're Coach Akins, you're telling them, let's get that good field position and strike quick.
9:29, I believe. Is that what that says, Coach?
9:25.
25. Here in the third quarter. Ooltewah kicks. It's a high one, going for some trickery. They're going to get down. Good field position for the Mustangs. Ball is going to be marked at the 36-yard line.
And I believe, trying to get a number on who fielded that, I believe that was number 7, Joseph Arnett of the Mustangs. Did a good job with that pooch kick there, getting under it, getting possession, and immediately hitting the turf. Mustangs starting good field position, as you said, once again at the 36-yard line.
The drone's tripping me up again up here. Have we ever asked who operates the drone?
I believe that's Mr. Harner. Not to be confused with Mr. Varner.
No.
Rob Varner, who does our stats. But Adam Harner is I believe our drone operator, and he's got some students there at Walker Valley that help him out with that. And so first play for the Mustangs, first down. Kason Cunningham brought down for a loss of 1. Ooltewah coming out here in the second half with a little extra energy.
There is going to be a flag on the play late. Let's see what it is. It's coming from the Ooltewah secondary and looks like still waiting on the official call. One of the Ooltewah players marched off the field, talked to his coach, so let's see.
So that is going to be against Walker Valley.
It is going to be against Walker Valley. Is that a delay of game penalty?
So that penalty sponsored by the Bradley County Litter Grant. And that's going to back the Mustangs up quite a bit inside their own 20-yard line. So this is where Walker Valley's got to get with it and realize the second half has started, and you've got to match this energy from Ooltewah.
Yeah, that was a big penalty because that drops them all the way back to the 20, which means that is 10.
It's a 25-yard.
Yeah.
So second down and 25.
Ball snapped, thrown, caught up the seam. He's going to have a hard time catching.
Luke Hayden. Luke Hayden all the way inside the 25-yard line of Ooltewah, brought down a little awkwardly. Don't like seeing that, but Luke Hayden, a good catch in stride all the way down inside the 25, close to the 20, and Luke Hayden is down on the play. It looks like he landed awkwardly as he was tackled from behind. So we're going to take a quick break as they tend to Luke, but a big Walker Valley Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down with 8:44 to go here in the third quarter. Walker Valley 24, Ooltewah 6. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Allsafe Storage and Ed Brown remind you to be generous. Find a need and give of your time, talent, and treasure to accomplish a good work. You will receive much more than you give. This message from Allsafe Storage. Visit allsafetn.com. Looking to furnish your home office? Look no further than Joe Rogers Office Supply. They have a great selection of office furnishings to complement your home. From desk to seating and filing solutions, Joe Rogers Office Supply can be your source to complete your home workspace. With furnishings from DMI, Eurotech, Han, and ISR Performance, they can design a workspace that can be uniquely yours and increase your efficiency for years to come. For the best in setting up your office, see Joe Rogers Office Supply, 156 Central Avenue in historic downtown Cleveland.
Southern Heritage Bank has been serving Cleveland for 25 years and celebrates our past, present, and future. Have you visited our newest location at the Pi Center? The Pi Center, Partners in Industry and Education Innovation, is an impressive educational facility preparing students for the future, and we are happy to be part of it. But not only are we serving students, this Southern Heritage Bank location is here for our entire community. Stop by 2285 Parker Street Northeast to visit our full-service branch. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank. Member FDIC.
Luke Hayden able to walk off the field on his own 2 feet. So
really
that's
good to see that.
Always good news. Walker Valley after the big game. It's probably the fastest I've seen Luke Hayden run. It kind of surprised me that it was Luke because he shot out there like cannon. Cunningham on the carry. He's going to take it inside the 5. There is
an effort by Kason Cunningham, but you're about to call.
Flag. So touchdown currently, but there is a flag in that unfortunate zone where you think it's
back there in the backfield. As Casey Cunningham did a great job making some guys miss, but looks like he might have had a little extra help.
Yeah, so it's going to go against the Mustangs.
So the one thing I do want to give a shout out, the head official here, talking to that Walker Valley offensive line, letting them know what he saw and why that flag was thrown. At this level of football, I absolutely love that communication from an official to these players so they know what they need to clean up, what they need to correct to avoid those penalties.
All right, so after the 5-yard penalty, we're going to repeat first down, ball snapped. It's going to be another handoff. Cunningham does a great job, still keeps his feet moving, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
I feel like we're a little redundant when we say this, but Kason Cunningham does not go down at first contact. He's easily one of the smallest players on the field, for sure on the Walker Valley side of the ball, but he gets hit, keeps his feet, continues to fight for that extra yardage, and very impressive. Every time he has the ball in his hands, they're going to go right back to him. Again, he gets to the outside, there to the far side, hits a crease, and is going to be close to that first down marker. It looks like he's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So they actually, that spot was not quite as favorable as I thought. They say his knee hit down a little bit further back. So he's about 2.5 yards shy of that first down marker. So they're actually going to say 3rd down and 3 with 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Walker Valley 24, Ooltewah 6. And got to go ahead and let you guys know that Wojtek Center of Orthopedic Care is here for all of your orthopedic needs. You can visit them online at Voytek.com. That's VOYTIK.com.
Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dales.com.
Chick-fil-A, they're located on Keith Street and Paul Huff Parkway. Download the Chick-fil-A app today.
Crown, your Jeep and Rams headquarters in Southeast Tennessee, I-75 at exit 20.
So the Mustangs just took a Milligan Vein timeout.
It's actually Ooltewah.
So it was an Ooltewah timeout. So Walker Valley still has all three of their timeouts. Ooltewah using their first timeout here in the second half with 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. And Jacob, we mentioned it a minute ago, Ooltewah playing with a lot of energy here in the second half and have came out, played well defensively. Walker Valley, a couple penalties as they get drives going. Of course, Ooltewah forced a turnover as Chase Stevens took a pretty solid hit from an Ooltewah defender. This is a different Ooltewah team from the first half.
Absolutely. Came out with a little fire. Luke Hayden with the explosive play. Came a little banged up after the play. Was able to get off the field on his own 2 feet. Hoping everything is okay there. But it's going to be 3rd down and 3 here with 7:40 left on the clock. Walker Valley leads 24-6.
Yeah, Luke Hayden, that was a 62-yard reception for him to get the Mustangs where they are here inside the Kia of Cleveland drive zone.
Well, it's going to be an automatic first down.
All right, so break this down for us. What just happened, Jacob?
I believe they had 12 men on the field.
Okay, so that is enough for a first down, a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down, Walker Valley.
Which takes them inside the 10-yard line, so it's going to be first to goal. We are here in the Kia of Cleveland drive zone. So Mustangs got 4 plays to stick it in.
This is where I think you're going right back to Case and Cunningham. Ooltewah does have really the box completely stacked and loaded. So we got a look from Chase Stevens. They're going to audible here. They're going to send the Y back, number 31, Cole Brown, over, and they're going to go right behind him there. But it doesn't look like there's going to be much to gain there.
Yeah, Chase Stevens hands the ball off to Cunningham up the middle. It looks like he's going to get a gain of a couple. So that's going to bring up 2nd and, is it 6?
It's 2nd and goal, but they're from it looks like they do have it spotted at about the 6-yard line. Just shy of the 5, inside the 6-yard line with 7:09 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs leading 24-6.
Ball snap, going to be handed off to middle to Cunningham. Bounces off the first guy, keeps his feet moving. He's going to be inside the 5-yard line around the 4.
And it's every single time bounces off the first guy. Casey Cunningham, such a force at the running back position. We're seeing some fresh legs being checked into the game here for Walker Valley. Can't quite. You're the one with the binoculars. You see who that was that just came in? They're on the far side of the field from where I am here in the Ooltewah home side press box.
25 is what I've got.
Okay, so that was number 25 for the Mustangs. Carter Talley checking in at receiver. And a lot of pressure Chase Stevens was under. Just had to get rid of that football. And once again, under pressure, that's Ooltewah's number 4, Kason Powell, off the edge. He's been the one constantly in the backfield for this Owl defense, causing the chaos. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 for the Mustangs. And Coach Akins bringing on the field goal unit.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to attempt a Duracell field goal here. Duracell Cleveland is now hiring. Benefits starting day 1, Duracell.com.
Tuition reimbursement, 401k, and more over there at Duracell, taking care of their employees. So the field goal attempt, the snap is good. The hold is down. Kick is up. It is good. Man, I tell you what, the field goal unit for the Mustangs looking good as they're on the board once again. That's Chris Malik with the field goal, putting the Mustangs up 27-6 with 6:21 to go. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back.
Is your home leaking money through drafty walls and ceilings? For just $300, Independent Insulation Services will perform a complete air leakage test, identifying where energy and comfort is slipping away. We'll evaluate your home's performance and design a solution that fits your budget. A healthier, more energy-efficient home starts with the right test. Call today and schedule your home air leakage evaluation. 423-716-3762. Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Mustang football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public. Your Walker Valley Mustangs have a 27-6 lead after that field goal by Chris Malik. That was his second field goal of the game, doing his job. Got to love that from a field goal kicker. Definitely at this high school level, when you can get assured points from your kicker, that is an added bonus. And with the kickoff here with 6:21 to go in the third, it's going to be fielded by Ooltewah around the 15. It's going to be a good return across the 35 at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, shot out of there like a rocket. Did a good job of getting upfield in a hurry. So Ooltewah is going to have a pretty good field position starting this drive. We've got 6:14 left here in the third quarter. So no real big score updates as I'm seeing. I'm kind of scrolling through Twitter, also known as X.
Don't mess around with that. Elon will come after you.
That's true. Good thing we're not using Starlink right now. So Ooltewah Twins to the home side, ball snapped. Going to be a handoff off the right side. Walker Valley is swarming the football, but it's after about a 4 or 5 yard gain there from the running back. They're actually going to give him more than that. They're going to give him forward progress all the way down for about a 6 yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 4.
So I want to give a quick Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update as we've got some updated scores. Fourth quarter, Cleveland trails Oak Ridge 35-0 up there in Oak Ridge. Polk County trails Meigs County 38-0. Meigs County just putting an absolute beat down on the Wildcats of Polk County.
Handoff out to the outside. Number 42 of the Mustangs, I believe that is West, on the tackle after about a gain of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
East Hamilton leading Lenoir City currently 27-14. That game's in the third quarter. And then we've got McMinn still leading Soddy Daisy. I believe that was 28-7 the last time. That has not changed.
So Ooltewah on the ball, Twins to the home side, ball snap, looking. Going to have to scramble around. He's
Dangerous
just going to throw
throw.
this one away. I'll be honest, that's close to
intentional.
I don't know that he ever got out of the box. There was technically a receiver in the area.
Well, the fact that he got it as far downfield, I don't think they're going to be as likely to call that, because he was being brought to the turf as he let go of that football, and that's probably why they kept that flag in the pocket.
Yeah, I think they're discussing it right now.
Might see him toss it out here.
Okay, it was a penalty. The penalty is declined by the Mustangs. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So Walker Valley defense stepping up big here. I would imagine Ooltewah, and they do, they keep that offense 4th and 3 at their own 44-yard line, keep them on the field, because running out of clock, the clock is not on your side if you're Ooltewah. Got to find ways to attempt to get points on the board. Again, Mustangs lead 27-6 with 4:53 to go in the third quarter.
I'll be honest, I think I would have taken the penalty there. This is a shorter 4th down conversion here. So 4th and 3, ball snap. They're going to look to throw. They got their man, but it's going to be in and out of the fingertips. So that's why Coach Akins gets paid the big bucks, and I'm up here begging Steve Hartline for a raise.
Speaking of Steve Hartline, him and Shelton have kind of mellowed out down there. I think Shelton's getting tired or something.
I know. He's got to drive up to watch the Vols take on UAB tomorrow.
A little feel-better game.
Yeah, I feel bad for them, man.
Tough loss last week for the Volunteers. A field goal away from walking away with that ball game against your Georgia Bulldogs. But that was not to be for the Volunteers. So, unfortunately for UAB, they get to be the next team to play Tennessee.
Yeah, that's a tough one to come off of and be the team that's got to travel up to Knoxville to face that team.
Yeah, so Walker Valley offense taking over at the 44-yard line of Ooltewah. We've got a trip set here to the near side. Twins to the far side. Cunningham to the right of Stevens. Stevens drops back, throws a deep ball. It's going to be a jump ball and a great knockdown coverage play by number 11 of Ooltewah. That's Griffin Patterson. Well played. That ball intended for number 1, Sawyer Boyd. And we've seen Patterson for the Owls make 2 big catches on that touchdown drive that they had. And now at corner, defending a very, very solid Sawyer Boyd. Almost said Case and Cunningham. It was Sawyer Boyd there. That was just such tight coverage that you've got to set up the screen right here as things are starting to move a little bit here. Mustangs went to set up that screen play, and it's going to be a gain of nothing. They say no gain on the play. But, yeah, that coverage by number 11, Griffin Patterson of Ooltewah, he has been, if there's a player of the game for Ooltewah, it's been him.
Yeah, for sure. He's had a great night both on offense and defense.
I kind of like that pace Coach Akins was just showing, and then now we kind of slow it back down again. Wouldn't mind seeing him go back to that hurry-up offense.
3rd and 8, going to hand it off the left side. He's got enough right down near the line to gain. I think they're going to mark him just short.
He's about a yard, maybe a half yard shy of that first down marker. Casey Cunningham once again running through tackles. Mustangs going to go for it. 4th down and 1. Ball snapped back to Cunningham. He's got enough for the Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down and then some. So it looks like they're going to give him maybe a yard or 2 past that first down marker. But again, just explosive out of the backfield, Kaysen Cunningham.
So they're going to go trips to the home side down here. Sawyer Boyd is the man furthest to the outside. Ball is snapped. Going to be a pass across the middle.
Arnett on the reception. That's number 7 of the Mustangs, brought down at the 20-yard line. Very good hands there by Joseph Arnett. Saw that ball thrown behind him earlier in the game. A good pass, again, right into the chest, the shoulder pad area of Joseph Arnett on that reception. And that is enough for another Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down with 3:14 to go here in the third quarter.
Twins to both sides. Stevens gets the ball out quickly to the outside to number 17, Ayers. He is going to take it all the way inside the 10-yard line down to what looks to be the 7-yard line. That'll be another Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down inside the Kia of Cleveland drive zone. Walker Valley kind of moving with some pace here, already back up on the ball.
Yeah, so obviously Coach Akins kind of sensed what I sensed there, saying I like the way that looked, running that tempo, kind of getting Ooltewah on their heels a little bit. 3:04 to go in the third quarter. Walker Valley leading this one 27-6, threatening here inside the Kia Cleveland drive zone.
Ball snap. Stevens looks, throws, pass is caught. That is a Walker Valley... Sorry, that's a
Wright Brothers Construction touchdown. Number 1, Sawyer Boyd on the short post route right there in the middle of the end zone. The sure-handed Sawyer Boyd.
Yeah, just a great route and a great delivery by Chase Stevens. Walker Valley doing a better job of protecting the QB, giving him some time to go through his reads and find number 1, Sawyer Boyd.
So Malik set to kick the extra point. The kick is up. Looks to be right down the middle. It sure is. Walker Valley 34, Ooltewah 6. That's your score with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jacob, what do you got for us?
That was an Independent Insulation Services extra point. Your spray foam experts, 423-716-3762. With that, we're going to send it back to the station for a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Each morning I arrive while the world still sleeps, slicing fresh cuts of certified Angus beef.
Yeah, that's my Food City Butcher. I need your advice.
How about a gourmet burger with a little spice?
I'm hosting a cookout and it has to sizzle.
Try ribeyes with balsamic glaze, but just a drizzle.
Nobody does food
like Food City.
Welcome back to Ooltewah High School, but you're here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. That ball is going to bounce, and they've got to get it. Another special teams mistake.
By the Owls there.
It looks like it's going to roll out of bounds and kind of save them there. It looks like it rolled out at the 1. So I believe that'll be a flag on the Mustangs.
So, Jacob, we've got a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. This game has went final. Meigs County absolutely putting it on the Polk County Wildcats 38-8. Meigs County with yet another win. And got some other scores here. We have not got an update on that McMinn score. No change there. Trying to get that Cleveland score for you guys.
So it looked like that ball actually rolled right past the upright, so it's going to be marked at the 20-yard line where Ooltewah will take over. Boyd Buchanan 3, CCS 0 at the end of the third. Ball snap, going to be handed off up the middle. Walker Valley does a good job of standing him up after about a gain of 3. That's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
So another Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. East Hamilton leading Lenoir City 35-14. East Hamilton currently undefeated on the season, winning 35-14. Big game coming up down the road for the Mustangs.
How are these games ending so quickly?
Well, that game is not final yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that was the final. My bad. Ball is snapped. Going to be a quick throw out wide. Caught, still on his feet. Walker Valley is not going to tackle him before he gets the first down. Ball's going to be marked at the 32.5-yard line.
And I tell you what, number 11 for Ooltewah, that's Griffin Patterson, is getting his money's worth tonight. You can tell he's wore out. Just as he came up with that catch there, just took an absolute beating on the way down by the Mustang defense, just kind of teeing off on him.
Yeah, he's doing a good job playing both sides of the ball. Ball's handed off the right side. Walker Valley does a great job of stuffing that one, though.
So that another ball carrier for Ooltewah, that's Javante Doyle, number 17. We've seen, I believe, 4 different running backs in this game for Ooltewah. So depth not an issue at the running back position for the Owls.
Yeah, they've done a great job of moving guys on and off the field all night long, trying to keep people fresh. Which has been an issue in the past for the Owls. So Coach Moody has done a good job of patrolling the halls and finding some guys to come out here and play for them.
A minute 31, down to a minute 30 to go here in the third quarter. Ball's handed off for Ooltewah on a jet sweep here to the near side, but there's nothing but Mustangs there as Tyler Goldman, along with Braylon Beard.
Miles Hawk was in on that
Miles
tackle.
Hawk, all those guys right there, giving him nowhere to go. That's going to be, they're going to call that a gain of 1, I believe.
So 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Owls. Clock clicking under a minute. Your score, Walker Valley 34, Ooltewah 6.
I love your confidence there with that score update.
Ball snapped. Looking deep, has
plenty of time.
He's going to make the throw.
Michael Wood makes a play on the football. He's going to take it away. Michael Wood interception. He's across the 45, the 50, inside the Ooltewah territory, across the 30 to the 20, where he's going to be brought down just shy of the 15-yard line. Michael Wood stepping up, getting a little bit of redemption there with that interception.
Yeah, absolutely. They tried to pick on him on that last drive, and Michael said, "Come at me, bro."
Listen, gotta love that from Michael Wood. You could tell as soon as he came up with that football. Great coverage on Ooltewah's guy, number 11, Patterson, comes up with the big takeaway. That ball just slightly underthrown. Michael Wood saw it, adjusted to it, went and got it, and had the huge return after that interception all the way down. Guess where we're at, Mason? Inside the Kia Cleveland Drive zone.
Yeah, again, another example of Walker Valley's defense and special teams giving this Walker Valley offense a good starting point advantage. Ball snapped. Stevens looking. Ooltewah brings pressure. Throw is nearly. Oh, he caught it.
Yeah, that's Sawyer Boyd for the Wright Brother Construction touchdown. He's going to get flagged for a little taunt after the play, but that touchdown should still stand.
Yeah, it looks like he just took that almost out of the defender's hands.
Well, the Ooltewah defender kind of looked around for the football. He didn't realize where it was, and that's when Sawyer Boyd decided to kind of point it at him and let him know, hey, I've got it right here.
Touchdown is good. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Mustangs.
Listen, Sawyer Boyd getting a little carried away. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. Coach is going to check him there on the sideline, remind him, hey, we can't do that. got to win with class and lose with class. And right now the Mustangs winning 40-6 pending this extra point. Once again, our extra points sponsored by Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts, 423-716-3762. As Chris Malik set to kick this extra point. Malik, excuse me, I said Malik. Extra point is good. Walker Valley 41, Ooltewah 6. With that, we're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. When competition is fierce, sports injuries happen, and Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Saturday sports clinics are available at our Chattanooga and Cleveland offices from August 23rd through November 8th for the treatment of non-emergency orthopedic injuries like sprains, strains, and fractures. Doors open at 9 a.m., no appointment needed to be seen by our highly trained physicians and clinical staff. Saturday sports clinic dates are subject to change. Check sportmed.com for the latest information. That's sportmed.com.
Being a roof in the summertime is so difficult because my family is gone. They're off on vacation. They're at the beach, and here I am, alone. I wish they would just call Langley Roofing because I need some attention. I need a few repairs. I have a lot of work to do. And Langley Roofing can take such good care of me. I protect my family. I just need a little love. And Langley Roofing can make sure I live a full, healthy life. Even get the financing taken care of. LangleyRoofs.com. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Mustang football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. Shout out to our guy Josh Rogers over there at Wholesale Supply Group. And they are open to the public. For Jacob Mason, I'm Andy Morris. Walker Valley leading this one with 26 seconds to go in the third quarter, 41-6 down here at Ooltewah, with that unsportsmanlike penalty against Sawyer Boyd after his touchdown. Mustangs kicking off from their own 25-yard line.
Ball's going to be caught at the 26. He's going to take it to the 30. He's to the 40, all the way across to the 44-yard line where he will be tackled. So Ooltewah with good starting field position after that unsportsmanlike penalty. But again, Walker Valley leads 41-6. And I think that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. So I know we just came back, but with it being the end of the third quarter, and as Coach Akins has his annual fourth quarter meeting there right at the 50-yard line, we're going to send it back to the station again for a 1-minute break. We're going to try to get some updated scores for you to share with you guys, and then we'll be back in one.
Hi, this is Gina Simpson, and I lead pickleball at the Cleveland Family YMCA. Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the U.S. Whether you're an experienced player or new to the sport, we have classes, clinics, and open play to offer something for everyone. Join us for friendly competition and connect with other pickleball enthusiasts. Membership to the Y is open to everyone, and through our income-based solutions, we never turn anyone away for inability to pay. Find your Y at the Cleveland Family YMCA. Visit clevelandtnymca.org.
Wow, that was a big hit. Number 7 down on the field.
I need a personal injury lawyer.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're in the Cleveland or greater Chattanooga area, there's only one name I'd trust.
Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson!
I need a personal injury lawyer.
You have to go with Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson!
Logan Thompson!
When it matters most, Logan Thompson.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public, and this Walker Valley end zone is open to the Mustangs right now as they continue to find it up 41-6.
Yeah, another great night. It's not going to be one of those like stat popping nights for really anybody. Walker Valley's done a great job of having incredible starting field position in this game, but Ooltewah set to start this fourth quarter off with some pretty good field position of their own. Ball is marked at the 44-yard line. Ball snap, Wood looking. The lefty throws out to the left side, intended for number 11, Patterson. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. So, Walker Valley again leads 41-6. Pretty comfortably in hand here for the Mustangs.
Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. For all your orthopedic needs, Voitech.com. That's VOYTIK.com.
Ball snap, going to be handed off up the middle, but it's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play.
That was number 41, Cooper Godsey, getting them in the backfield. Tackle for loss there by Cooper Godsey.
Dale's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, just call Dale's. Just call Dales.com. Ooltewah going to go to a trip set here to the home side. Going to change out wide receivers, though. Kind of taking their time, slowing things down a little bit. 12 seconds clicks down on the play clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooltewah is going to be forced to take a timeout here. That's a Milligan Vane timeout. Do your legs feel achy or tired? Call Milligan Vane.
What's that number for Milligan Vane? You got that over there?
I don't.
Yeah, I just did that because I knew you were going off memory.
I figured.
We do that stuff to each other every now and then, don't we? Milligan Vane. You can visit them online at milliganvane.com. We don't even have the number, so I was just being mean there, being a bully.
Over here trolling. So with that, we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30.
Ready to finish what you started and take your career to the next level? At Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are built for busy lives like yours. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our flexible online classes make it possible to earn your degree on your schedule. Choose from programs in business or nursing and join the TWU family, a community that's dedicated to your success with personalized support every step of the way. Take your next step today. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. And it looks like Ooltewah is going to take another timeout. Coming off the timeout, didn't have that play set up the way that they wanted to. So, hey, since Milligan Vane's getting another plug here, you can go online to milliganvane.com and check those guys out. But I think we're just going to stick with you. Coach, do you have any score updates?
I do. So Bradley Central has went up in the fourth quarter on Red Bank, 21-10. The Bears finding a way to come back and get the lead in that game. Now they're starting to stretch away. And that game, again, is in the fourth quarter. Around 5 minutes to go. Bradley 21, Red Bank 10. Looking at some other games within our region, if we can get some updates. It looks like currently East Hamilton still up 35-14 over Lenoir City. I don't know if we've got an update on that one or not. I think that's the same that we had earlier. Saudi Daisy was trailing McMinn. No update on that one either. So we're going to continue to try to track these games and get some updates. You got anything on yours for those, Jacob?
Nah, X is slow tonight. So looks like they're going to go empty set here. Wood throws across the middle, has a man just overthrew him, did a great job of kind of sneaking a man up the seam. Good play call there for Ooltewah, but just couldn't execute. So that's going to bring up fourth down and a Cleveland Utilities power punt.
I got to say this about Luke Wood, though. What a strong arm. Only a sophomore quarterback here at Ooltewah. Talk about having some brighter days ahead for that young man. He is going to be the guy at the quarterback position, obviously, for the next 2 years, 3 years, including this year. Just a great talent with a big arm as Coach Moody and the Owls continue to build around such a weapon at quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely the bones are good here at Ooltewah. Got a lot of athletes around. Really, Coach Moody trying to turn that program around. Ball is up. It's going to be a line drive, squib kick, and they're just going to let this one roll, and it's going to roll all the way inside. That's a great punt all the way into the 11-yard line where Walker Valley's offense will take back over here. I would venture to say a pretty conservative drive here for the Mustangs, trying to burn some time off the clock.
Yeah, I don't know, Jacob. I feel like Ooltewah showed some signs of life here coming out in the second half. They're playing tough football. Got some kids, specifically 11, Griffin Patterson, playing both ways. So you're starting to wear them down a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few shots here, considering there's still quite a bit amount of time, just around the 9-minute mark here in the ball game. 8:52, as a matter of fact, to go with the Mustangs up 41-6. Might see one more solid drive here for Walker Valley. But starting this drive at their 11, and Chase drops back to pass. That one intended for number 7. Joseph Arnett had his hands on the football, but the safety came up and made a big hit on him right as his hands were getting to the football, not able to hold on to that one. And not quite sure how it happened, but Joseph had his hands stretched out on the football as the safety was between him and the football, and delivering that hit, his momentum not allowing him to hold on to that football.
Chase Stevens gets the ball quickly out to the wide side. It's to Ayers. Ayers has some room to run. He's going to get a first down. Wow. Makes it, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. But
pulled the Reggie Bush. Remember back in the day, he would just put the brakes on immediately and everyone would run right by him. That's what just happened right there.
So they're going to get a Bradley Concrete Lamb-Con Ready Mix first down. Ball's going to be all the way around the 25-yard line, it looks like.
Did you see who that was on that reception?
Ayers.
So Walker Valley using all those offensive weapons.
At number 17, Caleb Ayers, also a very talented basketball player for the Walker Valley Mustangs. Talk about a team that's going to have another good year. The Walker Valley Mustang basketball team poised to have another great year under Coach Campbell. Ball snapped. Throws across the middle, caught.
Sawyer Boyd right at the 50-yard line, right onto that Owls logo. Another absolute dart from quarterback Chase Stevens. Sawyer Boyd running that skinny post route, hit him right in the hands. And that duo there has been electric for the Walker Valley Mustangs. Here with 6:54 to go in the fourth quarter, Mustangs leading 41-6.
So, ball is at the 49. Stevens in the shotgun, hard count, no biters. Looking over to the sideline to their ball coach. Going to bring man in motion. Ball snapped.
That's Cole Brown putting on a good block. Pass completed, screen intended for Sawyer Boyd, kept his feet, but eventually brought down right there at the original spot. So no gain on that play. That's one, if he can break one tackle, the speed of Sawyer Boyd, he's liable to take a play like that, to take it on a house call.
Yeah, excuse me.
Wake up, Mason. Come on. One
doing
a broadcast here.
One play that we haven't seen tonight is that orbit motion play from Sawyer Boyd. To me, that was a play that they had a lot of success in that McMinn game that we haven't seen really since then. It's something that, you'd love to see them potentially break out here in a second and long.
I just want to go ahead and let you know I've already been called for giving you a hard time tonight.
Ball snap, Stevens sacked.
Under a lot of pressure there, tried to do his best job scrambling away, but a bunch of Ooltewah Owls, 3 or 4 to be exact, there to bring down Chase Stevens. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards. Going to spot the Mustangs back at their own 45-yard line. But listen, John Burroughs has got your back. He said, man, you're just giving Mason a hard time tonight.
The whole night. And really, quite honestly, it's been this whole season. It's a good thing that I love you.
I think that it's probably carryover
from the drive.
From the drive, just because if you enjoy mine and Jacob's commentary here on Friday nights on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, you got to watch the drive, you got to listen to the drive with us, because we go back and forth with each other. And Jim, Dad Gum, as we like to call him, Jim Gum, we have a good time. So definitely try to tune in for that. Coach Akins comes on with us every single Tuesday. Comes on, has his segment, talking Walker Valley football. Comes on around 5:40, so be sure to tune in to the drive on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
So everybody on this last play got the same call except the center. Center didn't snap the football, and so everybody took off, and Chase Stevens was wanting the ball, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 20. Ball snap. Stevens airs this one out. It's got a man. It's a little underthrown. There's going to be a flag on the play that should be an automatic first down. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pass interference against the Owls. They're calling it against Boyd.
So that clock is continuing to roll with the Mustang 41-6 lead down to 3:42 left in this ball game. So that is going to be a Bradley County litter grant penalty against the Mustangs. Were there two penalties here? I'm a little confused as they walk it off now in favor.
They're going for the Mustangs
Okay.
now. So it was against the Ooltewah Owls.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be enough for a first down. I think they're going to be 5 yards short.
They've got a quick Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Cleveland, that game has went final. Cleveland fell to Oak Ridge on the road 35-7 this evening. So Cleveland remains winless this season.
Stevens in the shotgun snap, handed off to the right side, going to have enough for a first down and a little bit more. That was Gideon Hernandez on the carry.
Old G, Gideon Hernandez, another multi-sport athlete. Gideon, a member of the Walker Valley wrestling team. Proud to coach that young man. Always a joy to be around. But I'll tell you this about Gideon Hernandez. During the summer, he would come from football workouts to wrestling practice. Like minutes after a practice, showing up for another one. That's the kind of kid he is. Carries that same work ethic in the classroom. A great student, and very, very excited to see Gideon getting some opportunities to tote the rock here on Friday nights.
So Walker Valley has the football. 2:13 left here in the game. They lead 41-6. Ball snapped. Going to be handed off up the middle. Nowhere to work that time. Going to be no gain on the play. So, Coach, I think we can kind of hang this one up in the books. Another dominating performance by the Walker Valley Mustangs. But good play from offense and defense. I'm interested to see the stats. There's a lot of points on the board, but I don't know that there will be tons of yardage because the Walker Valley special teams unit and defense did such a great job tonight.
Well, not only that, you saw Chase Stevens spread the ball around quite a bit. We saw Joseph Arnett get involved in the action. Of course, saw your boy Kason Cunningham, a great job on the ground tonight for the Mustangs. And Luke Hayden early. We haven't seen a whole lot from Luke here in the second half as he went down with an injury, but he was able to walk off under his own power, so that was a good sign. But just really a overall team effort. And in a game like this, in a win like this, with 1 minute left, Walker Valley 41, Ooltewah 6, that's what you want to see. You want to see guys getting reps, getting game ready for future Friday nights, and that's exactly what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Gideon Hernandez on the last carry. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Clock continues to roll. Under 45 seconds left here in the game. Coach Akins going to bleed this one down just about as much as he can. Play clock is inside of 17 seconds here. I think they just have to, at this point, just have to snap the football one more time. Ball snapped, and they're going to take a knee, and that will be the end of our ball game. Walker Valley wins this one 41-6 against the Ooltewah Owls, advancing to 2-0 in the region. So another big region win here for the Mustangs. We are going to take a break here. We're going to let all of our stats roll in. If you're catching us on the ride home, we'll have all those stats. You'll get to hear from Walker Valley football coach Drew Akins, and we will try to get some more scoreboard updates for you.
And you'll get to hear me and Jacob banter back and forth a little bit more. It's kind of been one-sided tonight. You've been nice to me tonight. I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Kill him with kindness.
You even brought me a piece of pizza earlier. Just a big jerk tonight, apparently.
It's okay. We all have those nights.
It's too easy. It's too much fun. Hey, you're listening to Walker Valley Football. You're on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. We'll be back for the post-game show. What do you say? Here in about 4 minutes, Jacob?
Let's get it. 4 minutes. We'll be back in 4.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination. It's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck. It's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
Friday Night Lights, hometown pride, and the determination that drives our teams forward. At Southland Finance, we know what it takes to compete because our own Brent Matthews and Mike Parker were high school athletes themselves. They understand the hard work, commitment, and teamwork that go into every practice and every game. That's why Southland Finance proudly supports our local football teams on and off the field. From kickoff to the final whistle, we're cheering right alongside you. Experience the Southland difference today.
Manhattan Materials is a hot mix asphalt producer in Cleveland. They make asphalt for contractors and supply for both commercial and residential projects. The finest hot mix asphalt in the region, conveniently located a mile from I-75. Call Manhattan Materials at 423-813-7007.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Save now during the Drive into Fall event at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 225 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $14,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 2.9% for up to 72 months. Don't miss model year closeout savings on new Ram 1500s. $14,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR. The better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
As we age, our dental needs change, but great care never should. At Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland, we understand the importance of comfort, respect, and results you can feel good about. From dentures to cleanings to gentle repairs, we're here to keep your smile healthy and beautiful. No pressure, no rush, just high-quality care from people who treat you like family. Every smile has a story. At Magnolia Dental Center of Cleveland, we would love to hear yours. Call 423-476-3307 or visit MagnoliaDentalCenterofCleveland.com to schedule an appointment today.
Hi, this is James with Cleveland Business Services. We're here standing by ready to help any local small businesses with a variety of needs. And we can handle just about any tax situation you find yourself with, whether it be business, personal, or a combination of both. Our personal tax returns start at $39. We can help you get filed using our app. We can schedule you an in-office appointment, or you can simply drop off your tax documents and be filed within 48 hours or less. Reasonable rates and a dedicated staff are just a few reasons why Cleveland Business Services is a great choice. Give us a call today at 423-86-TAXES. That's 423-868-2937.
Is your home too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? At Central Heat and Air, your local HVAC experts, we've got you covered. Our top-notch technicians provide fast, reliable service to keep your home comfortable year-round. From installation to maintenance, we handle it all. You'll never be left out in the cold or the heat. Call Central Heat and Air today at 423-478-7778. That's 423-478-7778. Or visit us online at docsair.com. That's DOCSAIR.com. Central Heat and Air, your healthy home company.
Have you checked out the Town Squire Sportswear selection for fall 2025? One of my friends said, what a selection. T-shirts, sweatshirts, sport shirts, hoodies, and believe it or not, performance slacks by Southern Tide Johnny O and Crown Crafted by Peter Millar, along with other national sportswear lines like Southern Tide and your fine Southern Marsh, Coastal Cotton, Volunteer Traditions, and Johnny O. Since 1977, the Town Squire, your headquarters for men's clothing attire. Check them out and let them dress you from head to toe. Locally owned and operated, the Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee, is the shop that appreciates the customer. The Town Squire.
Welcome back to
Labor Day
Cleveland's
Monday,
Oldies
9:30
99.1, your exclusive home for Walker Valley football. Supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public. I'm Jacob Mason, joined by my good friend Andy Morris. Your final score here at Ooltewah, Walker Valley 41, Ooltewah 6. Another dominating performance by the Walker Valley Mustangs. Did a great job defensively, putting the offense in a good position.
Really glad to hear that we're still friends after tonight. I've just been on straight attack mode up until the last seconds of this ball game. But speaking of the ball game, as you said, Walker Valley 41, Ooltewah 6. I want to give Ooltewah a lot of credit the way they came out, the way they came out to start the second half. Our guy Steven Chilton hollering at us. And the way they started off the second half was really just a testament to what Coach Moody's done up here with the culture at Ooltewah, the culture with Ooltewah football specifically, and that never quit effort. We saw some big plays throughout the second half from Ooltewah. But as you said, the story tonight was Walker Valley. We saw pretty much every facet of the game covered with good play tonight. We saw Michael Wood get an interception. Love when Money Mike takes the ball away for us. We saw a couple field goals from Malik. Chris Malik, our kicker, did his job with extra points, 2 field goals on the evening. And then also Chase Stevens, the way he spread the football around. We know the obvious 3 weapons that we have consistently between Eulo, who was inactive tonight, and Sawyer Boyd. And really that whole receiver room, though, has stepped up to where every single guy that lines up, Reese Davis with an early touchdown. Am I missing something? I feel like we blocked a punt tonight. So you did your job at every level of the game.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and hit us with a couple stats. Coach Akins is on his way up here, currently making his way across the 50. Got a little one with him tonight. Maybe might get a little guest interviewer here.
So going to go ahead going over to our post-game stats. Cleveland Fasteners and Supply. Those guys do a phenomenal job making sure that they help supply us with our post-game stats provided by Mr. Rob Varner for all those nuts and bolts you can't find anywhere else. If they ain't got it, then you don't need it. They're located in Cleveland off Star View Drive. Looking at the rushing game, Kason Cunningham ended the night with 66 yards and a touchdown. Another solid night, getting some tough yardage there out of Kason Cunningham. Really giving the Mustangs another dimension to that offense. Chase Stevens passing, he completed 18 of 23 attempts for 252 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Chase Stevens, another side. Is that correct? 3 touchdowns?
I believe
passing
so.
For Chase. We saw 2 to Boyd, correct? 1 to Reese Davis early.
1 to Hayden.
Yeah, so I believe these stats are not quite fully updated yet. So as we continue to get that in, we will get those to you. But through the air, let's see, on the receiving end of that, Sawyer Boyd had a touchdown, 59 yards receiving. Luke Hayden had a touchdown with 77 yards receiving. Caleb Ayers, 59 yards. Getting a little feedback from that microphone.
It's hot.
And but as we continue to get these stats rolling in, we'll keep you updated on that. With that, we're joined by Walker Valley head football coach Drew Akins. Coach, another solid game, another region win for you guys. If you could just kind of talk about one thing that we did say, we wanted to show some love to Ooltewah for the way they came out in the second half, but you guys responded very well.
Yeah, honestly, I thought they played outstanding the whole first half. I thought their plan was really tough. I thought they just had a really good plan coming out. They essentially said, "Hey, we're not going to let those receivers get behind us," which made us kind of tweak what we were doing. We didn't come in planning on middle of the field throws, trying to hit spaces in the seams, but it took us a little bit to get to that. I really was disappointed in our offensive execution early. I think it's really funny. We scored on every drive in the first half, I think. We were 4 for 4, but it just felt sloppy. What I just said a second ago, I felt like we made plays around mistakes instead of making plays because we were executing, if that makes sense. Put ourselves in some bad situation, kicked 2 field goals, which – that's a double-edged sword. Like, super proud that Malik made those field goals. One was 34-ish.
Yeah, 34 yards.
34-yard field goal. That's a big-time field goal. But on the flip side of that, the other side of the sword is, man, we need to find a way to get the ball in the end zone. Touchdown. Eventually, field goals are going to put you in a weird situation, and it could have. If they get that 2-point conversion and it kind of goes off the rails there in the second half, the field goal is what comes back and gets you. So we've just got to make sure that we're focused in. I thought our defense played really well throughout the night. They played with a ton of energy. I knew Ooltewah was going to move the ball a little. They've moved the ball in every one so far. But I thought our defense did a great job getting stops and getting the ball back to us.
Yeah, number 11, Patterson, had
really
a good night on both sides of the ball. But Michael Wood kind of getting some redemption there later on in the night, going up and high pointing the football.
Yeah, it's really good to see from Michael, too. I know he's frustrated. And Michael historically has let that get him down, and it kind of snowballs on him. And tonight it didn't. Tonight he came right back the next drive, I believe, and made the interception on that. So I was really, really proud of Mike and the way he bounced back from that. That's a tough deal. It's kind of exactly what we talked about at halftime.
Have you ever kicked off from your own 30 before?
No, and that was silly with the decision. It just happened so late, and you don't want to run our guys off and run the new onside kick back in. If I could go back and redo it, I didn't want to burn a timeout because the possessions were so choppy in the first half. They were. So I didn't want to burn timeouts to get our onside kick on the field, but I also didn't want to rush it and just give them the ball and not be, say you make a mistake and you miss it, and it goes out of bounds, and now they get the ball. We waited too late to make the decision, and when you do that, I just kick the ball, play defense. Our defense got a great stop there, gave us the ball in short field. It really ended up working out, but obviously in a situation where I felt like I knew what was going on better, we probably would have ran the onside kick out.
Coach, this is something that I feel like we talk about it every Friday night, but specifically in the second half, when you needed some short yardage for a first down, we saw Kason Cunningham take the football and make some big plays. We've talked about it since week one. He does not go down after first contact. He's done such a good job making sure that he gets those yards after contact. Talk about his mentality, because we even mentioned this on the broadcast. One of the smallest guys on the field, for sure the smallest guy on the offensive unit for the Mustangs when he's out there, but he plays like one of the biggest.
Yeah, listen, I know we've had this conversation, but man, he has done such an outstanding job since spring. We sat down in spring, guys, and we told him, you're not a Friday night football player. I know that sounds crazy right now, but we told him, you're a Monday night back right now. And the reason for it is because when somebody touches you, you go down. And I don't know if that conversation is what flipped the switch or what, but man did it. And he has done such a great job since that conversation of going and making plays, in the run game. And like you said, that 4th and 1's a big play. At that point, I still think that might have been the drive after the touchdown, where Kason gets the 4th and 1, and we're midfield. Now, I do think, he put us in a great situation on 3rd down. So now we're able to tempo run them on 4th and 1 with the same run, because we got a 9-yard gain the play before that. So just really, really happy with once we started executing, was really happy with the way we played offensively. Defense, I was happy throughout the night.
Yeah, hey, you hate to give up points, but you also saved yourself some money, didn't you?
Did save ourselves some money, but man, I was really looking forward to this second round of wings. Those wings,
Jacob can't get off this wing.
Those wings
thing, man.
The other night were outstanding. They were real good. So the big thing is I think we came out healthy. I know Luke went down, but not super concerned. Held him towards the. Obviously, we had the game in hand after that point. So it didn't feel necessary to throw him back in. Roman's progressing. I'm really proud of our guys for, what is our all-state returning receiver and returning all-state receiver and big-time playmaker for us. Scored, 6 touchdowns the first 2 games. And then we've done it, without him. And that shows that it's not just a one-man show. And I think people know that, but for us to win 2 ball games handedly without him shows how well-rounded of an offense we have and of a team we have.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up. I had the opportunity. I talked to Robin at school today. Looks healthy, feels healthy, looks so much better. So the fact that we know what Roman Yulo is and what he brings to this team, such a dynamic player, being able to take direct snaps and run the football, be a go-to receiver, that's all stuff that we've been there, done that, we've seen that. But what the team has been able to show with his absence is versatility. We've seen Kason Cunningham emerge as the lead rusher. We've seen the receivers step up, not just two guys, but the whole room of guys stepping up and coming up with some crucial plays. And this is not updated, by the way, this stat sheet here.
You've got, guys like Ayers that stepped in tonight, had a really good night. Joseph Arnett had a good night tonight. Even Reese Davis starting off the game with two.
We're really doing some good things in the red zone with Reese. When you have to guard the tight end, it makes it a lot tougher to play defense in the red zone. I thought we've done a good job of finding ways to get Reese touchdowns down in the end zone. But you're right. That list of names. And, guys, it's not as simple as, hey, this guy took that spot. We shuffled guys around. Luke has gone from our X receiver, and now he's playing W, which is Roman's spot. And that fills Joseph Arnett in at X, who normally plays Z. And so it's not just been the fact that these guys are filling in at receiver. It's that they're having to move positions to fill in and still having success. Still finding ways to get the ball. I thought Ayers did a great job on dead screen. I thought Carter Talley, when Luke went down, Carter Talley came in and made a big block that about sprung a touchdown down inside the red zone to their boundary. So I think we got a lot of guys that are bought in on both sides of the ball, and that's good to see. So hopefully that can continue. And I feel like if we can continue this momentum, that we got a chance to really be the best version of ourselves at the end of the year.
And when Roman does come back, it's going to be like getting a trade acquisition. Adding him back to the offense. Really, you guys have grown and expanded so much offensively. So excited to see what the coming weeks have in store for you guys with the rate you guys are going. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm real proud of our team. Listen, go for the 3-game stretch that we had, and now we're diving into region for 4 straight games. It's going to be a grind, and I thought, let me say this before I move on. Matt Moody is doing a great job. That team, the progress that team has made under his leadership is outstanding. I have a ton of respect for Matt. I have a ton of respect for what he's doing. I think he's doing as good a job as you could possibly ask for. And their scheme is outstanding. They put you in really tough spots. Really, really proud of Matt. And I'm proud of our region is tough. I mean, you're bringing teams in our region that are difficult. I'm telling you, Ooltewah is going to get somebody this year. Ooltewah is going to have a region win. And it's because the coaching staffs in this league is so tough. So excited where we're headed, but we got to continue to get better if we want to get to where we want to go.
Before we let you go, plug Little Man's game tomorrow. What time's he playing?
Yeah, we got at home
Walker Valley Youth League.
The Walker Valley Youth League. Been so awesome to be a part of. Watching it grow and start and the excitement around it. Starting at 10 o'clock, we got Polk County. We're hosting Polk County 5U. Our 5U team is 5-1. Man, they're a fun group of kids. 11 o'clock, we go 7U. Lachlan and his group takes the field. 9U kids take the field 12:15 or so. And then 11U typically takes the field at 1:30. So it should be a fun day at the MAC, hosting Polk County. It's been really fun watching these kids learn and grow and get better. So thank you for talking about that. It's been really cool to be a part of and see that. And it's been a dream that has become a reality. That's pretty cool.
For sure. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Excited to dive back into film with you on Tuesday, then have you back on the show. But until next time, we'll let you get out here and celebrate with your family and team.
For sure. Thanks, guys, for everything. Appreciate you.
So with that, Walker Valley head football coach Drew Aikens' final score here from Ooltewah High School, Mustangs 41, Ooltewah 6. With that, we're going to send it back to the station. We hope everybody tuning in has a safe drive home. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday night, and we'll be back with you next week as the Mustangs take on Soddy Daisy at the MAC.